Oh, let's go. See how it is. Hey, Litor, hello. Yep, I sure did. I sure did. So far, so good. So far, so good. Me likey. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Focus Entertainment Publisher Week. It's kind of funny because, like, the Focus is alright though. Yeah, Focus actually has stuff here anyway. It ain't the bad with Focus. Actually, let me see. Are these low there? Are lagging? No, this seems good. Alright, it was like just a little. Yeah, still trying to figure. A laptop is obviously, you know, not the craziest piece of tech for streaming just on that. So yeah, no. Alright, let's see. This in here. Nice, Slavic, nice. Sounds good, huh? The life in Armenia is doing pretty good. I have the Aragats mountain that I can see in my window, and that one is already covered in snow at the top, so the fun times are coming. Well, it's 4,000 meters, and we are at 1,500 meters, so we have some time until we're gonna get covered in snow. But I think it's kind of coming because the night temperatures are already getting there. I think tonight is gonna actually be 0 already down here too. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it should be 0 tonight. So we already getting there. We already getting into the dank weathers quite fast. On our way. On our way. I thought of that pretty good though. We good. Yeah, we pretty good. But yeah, next week is gonna be some bureaucracy and stuff too. So I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow or Tuesday or something I might be off just because we might be like during the day also dealing with some bureaucratic stuff. Gonna get the registration and stuff going. For that we need like to get like the lawyer to get us the signed translation of our passports and everything to Armenian and stuff, so we can get the registration and stuff properly. Bitrate is a little unstable sometimes, but at least we don't drop frames, so should be fine, I hope. So yeah, gonna be a little bit of bureaucracy, we'll see. Might be tomorrow. Might be day after tomorrow, we'll see when we're exactly gonna do that. But yeah, it's probably gonna be day off since we need to be. I mean, we don't know how long all that takes. Technically, it shouldn't be long, but you know, knowing how bureaucracy works usually, it might take some time. So we'll see. Just gonna be staying on the safe side for that. I think my friend has appointment also at the dentist. I think it was 1 p.m. tomorrow also. Well, 1 p.m. our time. So that means 11 a.m. European time. So we'll see how to arrange everything. Yeah, overall everything's going well. Everything's pretty good. The like minor inconveniences here and there, like you know, like the shower cabin has some sort of like leak somewhere, but we got like the silicone thingy. I'm gonna probably try to remove that. And during the day, like the water pressure in the tap is kind of low, which I mean, it's kind of whatever. It's like just slow, you know, to pour somewhere, I guess, but at least it's there. And like mornings and evenings are fine. Just need to, you know, to remember to shower at those times. I think it's just kind of like for still kind of warm times of the year. Shouldn't be a problem later. Apparently they use it to like for irrigation or something, so sometimes there's not enough like pressure in the system during the day. But we'll see. Registering tenants is a foreign concept to us. Well, I mean, it is kind of not exactly super common here, for example, or in Russia, for example, right? Like, you can do it for some things, you need to have it, but usually no one really bothers because it's too much. It's too much effort. Like, my father is renting out his apartment, right? And, well, he's renting it out, like, fully, like, legally, paying taxes on that, but he tried also to, like, do the registering for, like, you know, like, to do it fully properly. You don't need to, but, you know, to provide full service for that and fully, you know, whiten stuff. And it's pain. That was insane pain. Like, amount of shit you need to do. Not them even, but you need to do. And the thing is, like, after that, you also need to do the same amount of shit to remove them from your apartment too, because it's not happening automatically, really. And, I mean, in Russia, it can have some, like, kind of not very good things for you if someone is registered there. Here it's whatever. Like, the owner of apartment doesn't even need to do anything. The owner of this apartment is not even in Armenia. Owner of this apartment actually in Russia. So, like, we're a bunch of Russian dudes who came to Armenia living in the apartment whose owner is in Russia right now. So, yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of a switch there. You know, hello, how are you doing? So, have to pay tax to the government. The tax is fine. Tax is all right. I'm not sure how taxes work here. Like, they probably do because everything is through the company. We have, like, the contract, which is in Armenian and Georgia. People usually kind of don't really do. Everything is like, you know, trust me, bro. And this time we got through the agency. Well, agency took, like, 1 month of apartment rent pay to themselves, but they also split it. So half we paid, half paid the owner of apartment. So it wasn't too bad, like $200 basically to the realty company for the contract and everything and helping with all this stuff. That was okay. That I think it was worth it. And the registration is like super easy here. You just need to have like your papers translated and stuff though first, and then you just go to like the special department with all those papers, give it to them, and after some time they just like send basically like local kind of like the police officer that is attached to some like way of that same in Russia, like the district officers basically, who like supposed to know everyone living there and everything somewhat. So they just like send that officer to you. They just like, you know, ring the bell. All right, you really live here. If you don't open, they ask neighbors like, do these guys live there? If they confirm and everything, then they just like, you know, like put a stamp on your passport. You register, done. Like the owner doesn't even need to like move, and registration doesn't really give you some sort of like power over the apartment or something. It's just needed as confirmation that you are kind of staying here long term, so you can go to the bank or something and like be a resident there, sort of, right? So it's not like you're going there like you fly in, get the bank card, and then you fly back, for example, right? For obvious reasons. So this is kind of confirmation for all the companies, banks and stuff that you kind of stay here for a while. Like you're registered, you have an apartment and stuff, you kind of like local resident pretty much. So they are kind of more willing to work with you, give you like the bank account and everything. So like that's why you kind of need it. And you also can, with registration, you can stay here forever. Like you don't need to do anything else. You just like have an apartment where you're registered, live here all you want. Moving to another apartment, register there, live here all you want. Like otherwise you can live for 6 months and then you need to peace out and return. Well, some people just peace out, you know, like one border, and they just don't even enter another country. They just literally live this one, go to duty-free shop, and then they go back. They even like tell the taxi driver like, yo bro, I will be back soon. Just go outside, you go back in, another 6 months. But I mean, registration's better. Registration's better. But you're doing good, Nautilus, doing good. Eh? Hope you feel better soon, man. Hope you feel better soon. No laws that protect us from bad tenants, so I pay, I see. No reason I have the right to make more cash. I mean, I guess, kinda, yeah. You pay property tax already. That is somewhat true. That is somewhat true, I do agree. But no, for renting stuff, paying taxes I can understand. It's just the income tax. It doesn't matter. Like maybe like, you know, you grew cucumbers or something on your own in your own garden, right? And by that logic, you can just sell it without paying any tax or something, right? Then, you know, then no one would be paying taxes for anything really, because, you know, it's my service. I did that. Like, it's my stream. I don't like take anything from government or something, right? It's my laptop, my everything. So like, you know, why pay taxes, bro? It's just my content. It's just me sitting here. Why would I? I pay, you know, like the social taxes and stuff. Like why would I pay more taxes? But nah, they need taxes. The only one that I don't understand is what they tried to pull in they did pull in Russia, for example, is when you have deposit in the bank, right? and you have money on that deposit that you own, like, it's money that you earned, you paid income tax on that money. Well, maybe not everyone, right? But like, you paid income tax on that money, you already done with it. It's yours. It's like in your pocket, but in the bank. And you have some interest in deposit, which usually barely covers inflation, really, but you know, some interest. If you have that interest above some amount, I don't remember exactly. I think basically if you have like few million ruble in the bank, which is not that much really, if you think about it, like basically it's 100th of a dollar, right? So like 1 million is basically $10,000. Like, I mean, it's a lot, right? But not super crazy for like savings of some people. So you can have like literally your life savings, being an old person, right? Or something like for your like grandchildren, you know, for your funeral and stuff like this, and you earn some interest there, you pay tax from that shit too. That I feel is a little PPG because like you already paid for that money. If anything, bank should pay tax, right? Like if bank is turning your money and making interest and like basically you put in deposit, right? Bank uses your money, makes profit on that money, and they should pay taxes on that profit because they made it, right? They just kind of like give a little share to you for using your money. And like, why? It's my money. I already pay taxes for that. That part I don't like. That part I think is kind of dumb. Like paying taxes on your savings and stuff, that is a little dumb in my opinion. The rent, I do agree that is kind of like still you kind of need to pay. I mean, you pay for all income, but kind of like this is like the income that you already paid and you need to pay the second time for it. I don't know. Like if you like, for example, trade stocks and stuff, right? Then you kind of like, you do something with that. Like it's already not exactly your savings. It's your like investment, and you do something that generates profit. Like you do that, right? That I can understand paying taxes from too. But yeah, if you just like put it on like savings and you just want to compensate for like this inflation a little bit and you still need to pay taxes from that, that I feel is a little weird. That's a little weird, eh? Let's see, so guys, see, I'm pretty sure there are probably like way more affordable places to go like this. Hello, Zekmak, how you doing, man? How's life? How's the life? Yeah, no, yeah, I heard that stuff. They're like, I'm not sure how much of it is kind of like a little bit of like an urban legend or something. Like, obviously, I don't live there, don't know, right? But like when I was looking into moving process and stuff, I heard about that a lot, yeah. A lot of people just kind of like taking over the apartment pretty much and just live there, and like you can't really even do much about them. Like if they live there for some amount of time, they basically kind of become, you know, like, well, not owners, but they kind of become like inhabitants, tenants of the apartment, and they have like, you know, all the rights basically of a person who is living there. And it's really hard to get rid of them. Yeah, I heard that stuff. I'm not sure, like, I mean, I bet there probably are ways to do something about it, because otherwise that would, like, everyone would be just going there and living there, right? Again, maybe the only way is basically to kind of catch them early, right? And get rid of them before they got, like, too settled down there or something, right? But that's still kind of weird, I feel. 8 months, okay, alright. Pay people to handle it legally, alright, I see. Who thought of this? It's kind of like, it's one of those, you know, kind of a little off topic a little, but I think it's kind of one of those things that kind of supposed to make lives of people like easier. It's kind of the same as like the common law marriage, right? When like you just live with someone without, you know, signing any papers, and then you kind of like, you know, goodbye, I'm out. And during that time, like she, for example, was just a housewife, you know, like cooking and everything, not working, and you were just making a shitload of money, right? And then you kind of like part ways, you just leave her completely without anything, and you take all your profits and peace out, because you didn't actually like formally get married. And it's kind of nice, right, in my opinion, because, you know, you both were, you know, pulling the cart. She was doing your keeping your back covered, and you were just like, you know, farming money. Like, I think that's kind of not a bad thing, but that can be abused. We'll already see one of those cases, right, in the streaming sphere. And that's kind of the same thing. It's like something to make, you know, like it's more just for like some people. But whenever some like Like a lot of those laws, they don't take into account that people are assholes. A lot of us are assholes, right? And while they make those good things for, you know, kind of nice people, and they work good with nice people, assholes can abuse those systems. And that's the problem of a lot of those things, actually. And people just plain idiots. Well, I mean, idiots are not abusing the system. Idiots are ones being abused by system, though. That's a little different. Someone can be abused, it will get abused. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Oh, Debilitor, holy shit, alright. Yeah, like, if it will happen, like, in Russia also, that will be probably, like, a really huge pain to deal with. Like, you hear a lot about landlords being assholes, right? But to be honest, the reverse is also quite often the case. We got a really good landlord so far. Like, no deposit, nothing, just full trust mode. And, yeah, everything's so good so far. Like, some minor inconveniences, but nothing crazy. And, like, the price is also good. Like, the only thing we need to... Like, we didn't really get, like, the proper instructions how to pay, you know, for, like, the service bills, right? How to pay for internet. We just need to, like, sort that out. Well, I mean, it's also a different country, right? It's kind of harder to navigate how it works here. But we really didn't get any info. Like, we got, like, some old bills, and they are, like, from, like, last year or something. And they are kind of, like, the receipts from the cashier and stuff, right? And you just kind of, like, a lot of them already, like, the paint is wearing off, and you can't even see shit, really. So we kind of just need to sort that out real quick. I think it's pretty simple. I think at least service bills should be kind of simple. I think you just go to like the post or something, just name like address or some shit. They just pull the info in the database and you just pay for it. That's it pretty much. So if that's the case, that's good. But for internet, we need some sort of ID, seems like. Alright. Alright. So I hope that situation will kind of sort it out a little. That's indeed pretty bad. That's why I rather just rented my apartment to my brother, and I rather get paid less. But you know, like my brother is happy, I'm happy, everyone happy. Let me show you. We'll recognize those places there. Yeah, I can get nostalgic over there now. Man, it's so different now. So different now. He moved in already, like yesterday. And tomorrow's gonna be his first work day. Yeah, a little different setup now out there. There we go. So yeah, now tomorrow he's already starting his work and everything. Can stream now. I've been through. Yeah, I left like the old the C922 webcam, and basically left the stuff I used for 5 years almost for streaming. You know, it was good. Like most of the time, it was really good, right? It kind of went worse when I upgraded the setup. You know, to be honest, maybe those are lucky. Maybe those are lucky. Oh, I see that, I see. How you doing this? Hello. How we doing, man? But for good random visit? Well, I mean, for a random visit, I wouldn't be moving all the setup and stuff here, right? So yeah, we're moving for good, maybe not here for good, but I think we're gonna be here like for a year or something. I have a feeling. I just don't feel like, you know, moving too often with that much shit. That move was a little like stressful, and also moving far is a bit kind of hard because we're already like very tight on like weight that was allowed basically to take with us, and getting like even more bags will be probably not the best idea. So we're gonna stay here probably for like, well, maybe not in this apartment is for 6 months for sure. After that, maybe we'll change apartments. The thing is, like in 6 months gonna be elections in Russia, right? And we can expect that around that time there's gonna be some more fiesta going on, and that's when like more people might run in here and price is gonna increase. So we kind of gonna maybe try before that happen to like either try to upgrade the price here or try to move to another place maybe. Like, this place is really nice though, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the only issue sorta is like it's across the railroad for the main part of the city, and there's only like one place where you can like cross the railroad by car. On feet it's kind of like doable but kind of far, right? But if you want to go somewhere far, it just gets more expensive because the car needs to take a little detour there, so it gets like a little more expensive in taxi. Even though taxi is like dirt cheap, dude. Like, it's literally like, we found one place that is kind of like really close to the center. Like, you get 1 meter higher, it's already more expensive. You get exactly there, and it's $1. And with 3 of us, right? Like, no, well, sometimes 2 of us going somewhere, and like $1 for taxi is like, that's good. Like, worst case, if we go to another side of town, that's gonna be $2. That's the most expensive taxi, basically. Well, maybe there are like more expensive parts, like even further away, but like I don't think it's gonna ever get over $3. I really doubt it. No reason to own a car with those taxi prices. I mean, true. I do agree with you. It is really nice. It is really nice. So yeah, we'll see. Like, we might just, if we'll get like a better offer or something, maybe we'll consider something like kind of like not even close to center, but kind of like in main part of the city, because then it's even cheaper. Then you can get anywhere for $1 almost. But we'll see. It's nice here. I like the view though. Like, the mountains, dude, I love it. Yeah, like exchanging that might be actually not even that nice. We'll see. We will see. Not to mention that we got really lucky. Like, the previous owner also got like everything clean. They got cleaners, and they like the cleaning company, they cleaned. Well, I mean, yeah, sure, you can get like the towel, like tissue, and like there's dust or something. Like, my friend is like really like clean dude, right? He's just like, oh man, there's dust everywhere. Like, bro, that's like 10 times less dust than I had at home, so that's good. But like overall, everything was clean. And like the other streamer, like the Russian streamer, like who's my friend I live with, is moderator for. When they moved to another one, they paid for cleaners themselves. Then they also like called some other services and everything, and needed to fix another bunch of other stuff. Well, that hopefully we will not need to fix. So we're kind of lucky with this one. Maybe it's not even worth changing. Serbia is decent. A lot of people move to Serbia. My friend is actually moving like what, 10th today, right? So like in next week, I think he's moving to Serbia. Gotten pretty expensive in Belgrade. Well, I mean, here it's also like, unironically, like the thing is like it depends which perspective you're looking from. Like we constantly compare the prices to like back in Moscow, right? For example, and you just like kind of like, bro, that's expensive. When like if you think about like dollar price or something, it's like taxi for 3, for example, right? That's cheap. Well, actually now in Moscow, taxi is more expensive anyway. But like some food, for example, like it does feel like kind of the same or more expensive. Like milk here is more expensive, for example, than in Moscow. Beer, I would say, is more expensive, especially if you try to get like some craft beer or something. It's way more expensive. Well, I guess kind of similar still. So it is kind of expensive, but I would say like if you are from like Germany, you know, like some European country with like decent income level, from US or something, you come here, you're gonna be a king. Like, tell you that. In dollars, you'll be a god here. You'll be a god here. But yeah, Serbia is also an option at some point. I would consider. Like in Serbia, you actually can get like the passport and everything pretty fast nowadays for us, for Russians, which is kind of like, which is good. So yeah, but we'll see. For now, I just need to settle down here, get everything like grind going. Like the grind going is the most important part. Get my setup. See, like there's a lot of these issues. Right now, we're kind of fine on the cable, but I hope my friends are not suffering because I'm on cable taking all the bandwidth and they suffer there. I hope not. Like need the table still, need all that stuff, and then grind. That stuff I'll need to do. I'll need to like to put more time and more effort into things and different platforms too, so we can, you know, maintain the nomad life and maybe like consider some other places for in the future. But it's nice here though, I like it, and the community of people who also like moved here is really good. Like peeps who are hanging out with, like super nice people. Like my friend circle is pretty like old, you know, aged, and it's nice. It was nice meeting new people, and they're so good. It feels very good, man. You're right, that was a lot of off topic. I mean, that we're gonna be surfacing once in a while. I made the channel in Discord. I can even show it real quick. Whoop. So yeah, you can see some of the stuff I was posting and everything about the Armenia and answering questions. So if you guys are interested about the country and the streaming and the life in the country and stuff, then yeah, you can ask me. You can ask me there. And well, I mean, you can ask me here always also, right? But like, yeah, there's gonna be permanent info staying there, and then maybe I'll do some videos based on some of the questions also, because, you know, it's easier to like put some system on it rather than just some random questions trying to remember, and then everything's on paper. So yeah, you can ask me some stuff about it there too. I'm gonna be posting some more stuff there too also. I'm trying. So yeah, feel free to ask anytime. But yeah, let's get to the game and stuff. The actual Serbians in chat, we have plenty actually. We have plenty. We have at least 2 actual ones currently, and 1, you know, by birth and everything. At least. Alright, let's see. So, Focus Home, man. Yeah, I heard Chant of Senar is really nice. Very nice puzzle game, apparently. Space Marines 2. Got some sales there going. Shipbreaker's good stuff. Is my friend already making food? It's too early. Does Senar have a demo? Let's see. It does, yeah, it does apparently. That was fallen already 30% true actually. Mixed. Oof. Yeah, 1 month. 1 month past 30% discount. That is not a good sign. Well, I mean, 62-68% positive is actually kind of like... It's not bad. It most likely just have a little bit of issues, but most likely not super bad. Okay, so co-op issues seems like... Combat system mixed bag. Well, I mean, dude posted, you know, like, dude played for 30 hours, posted negative review, then played 15 hours more. Solid boss battling game like Monster Hunter, and then enemies constantly spawn odds. Fuck off that. Alright, yeah. That's a flush, you know. That's a pre-flush. That's the enema, basically. And we watched it before it even dropped down. Nope. What else we have? Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Boog. That one actually got some decent reviews and stuff. Alright. This I kind of wanted to play. They did kind of send me an offer, but they sent like through the platform. There's kind of like this, like, I don't know, weird stuff. It's just like basically like the platform where you just like do some like challenges or something in the game for like viewers or some stuff. And I'm like, nah, dude. Can I just get the review and stuff? Yeah, no. Suzerain, I saw that one. I saw that one. Yeah, I think it was even in my wishlist at some point. But yeah, I haven't. I have not. I have not. Can name a country where government is doing okay? True. Exactly. It's like different shades of shit, you know. There's different types of shit. No matter what, it's most likely shit. And, you know, maybe some shit with nuts and some shit without, but it's still shit. So I would say it's more or less the same everywhere, one way or another. Acidic, I see. All right. Come on, Gibbon. Let me go back. Let's see. What else we have? Dark Souls franchise. Boog. What the fuck? Dark Souls 2 that expensive still? Holy shit, dude. Relax, Miyazaki. Relax. My regional pricing. What happened with that? It's a good game, but still. Like, bro, that nowadays costs like a triple A fresh off the release. Access to all game now? Not from my main account. I probably will need to make like a secondary one or something for that because the region is still old. I could switch regions, but like I think it's not worth the hassle if I will be doing it regularly. We'll see. I might do like just a second account or something. I need a card first anyway, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to pay before I make a new card, and that will take some time. Apparently, like, the registration actually can take like 2 weeks or something, easily, or even more. So yeah, gonna take some time until I get the card and everything. True, not is true. Baby, stay baby. Well, 50% is not too bad, but like the prices, I mean, regional prices are getting shreked. Like Turkey, I think got 5 times or 6 times increase, and PlayStation Plus price increased like 6 times or something. My friend was like, bro, thank God I bought like until like 2025 or something. Like I saved like basically like $500 on that shit. And some dude already bought like until 2050. So, you know, that was a good saving there. That was good saving. So yeah, regional prices are starting to die, sadly. Considering the part that also like the game prices are starting to become crazy is regional prices in Armenia. A little bit. Armenia is basically, let me show you. It's an interesting region there. Let me show. Let's see. Well, let's say like Starfield, for example. Starfield probably doesn't have it though. I think Bethesda is already full PPG mode on that stuff. Well, Sonara I think should have it. Yeah, I think it should. So we go. Where was it? No, we don't need Steam charts. Need prices. Price history. There we go. So yeah, well, I mean, it shows here already. Like you can see, this is the region. This is basically like Commonwealth of Independent States, the SNG, like aka like Soviet countries. Like some of them have their own prices, like Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan. Pretty much it, I think. Everyone else is like grouped in this category. But as you can see, it's already like more expensive than in Russia, for example. More expensive in Kazakhstan too. So, well, mostly because it's in dollars, basically. So other currencies can, like, kind of, like, fluctuate a bit, and this one is in dollars, so... Price is in dollars, but it's still cheaper than, you know, than actual dollar price. By... how much? By how much? Pound, yeah, it's still 33% cheaper, so... not too bad. The benefit of PS Plus? Well, I mean, you get games there. You get games there. Hey, Brew, hello. How we doing, man? How's life? Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. So, yep, 6 times. 6 times the price. And a lot of other games also got the price increases. So, yeah, it's quite something. That is very sad, considering like the price of games nowadays and stuff. Like not having regional price is like double sad. So that will be interesting in upcoming years to observe the situation, because like I can tell for sure that without regional prices here, for example, like $80 for a game with my current income, I just like can't afford it, dude. It's literally like 20% of like my monthly income just, you know, down on one game or something. Like, come on, man. The fuck is that? That is not good, eh? Alright, let's see. What else do we have going on there? Microvolts recharge. Dude, I played Microvolts like 2010 probably or something. That was some time ago there. No, I had regional pricing to begin with. Yeah, that's brutal, man. That is brutal. Conquistadorio. Point and click. Interesting. Alright. So yeah, just like the classic point and click stuff there, I see. Alright, art style. Usually point and click's not exactly a gem that much. Some might be kinda nice though, not gonna lie. Some might be nice. Some post-apocalyptic ones I probably should play. And the prologue too, I'm very positive. Nice, nice. A Wolfsville. The full agenda kicking in. The Werewolves PvP party-based RPG strategy. What is this? What is this? You see what I see? Yeah. I mean, there are some that are lower. Multiplayer game for up to 16 players. Is another Amogus-like or something? Special abilities to uncover the roles of other players and convince your fellow players to work with you. Okay, another the Fury Amogus there. Alright, I see. Naughty Dog selling hacked version of GT? You mean Rockstar? Yeah, Rockstar, yeah. Yeah, they used they found only, it's not only GTA, I think it was like Max Payne or something. They just found some hacked version basically that they used. Ilidium, hello. Playing some emulated games. Well, I mean, you can always play some indie games though. And the indies, not all the indies, but quite a lot of indies are still affordable. I would say. Yeah, the Senar is pretty nice puzzle one. Feels bud one, brew feels bud. Focus home. Entertainment. Yeah, so this is the puzzly one. Yeah, some stealth stuff there too. Huh? Not just kind of like the purely puzzle, I guess. I guess there's a little more to it. That's nice. Like, the environments actually kind of look nice in this type of graphics. The characters, not so. But environment, I actually don't mind. Environment, I actually don't mind. Yeah, this one apparently is pretty good. This one is apparently pretty nice. True, so true. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. How are you doing there, bro, by the way? How's life? There's a demo and everything too. That's very nice. Yeah, the Microvolts is like the third person shooter. It's kind of, if you play the Rats maps and CS, that's pretty much kind of how it is in a way. I guess they kind of like they kind of went ham with like some weeb shit on this one. All right. The old Microvolts, I don't think it had weeb shit. Now they went full weeb on this one. They know how to farm, man. They know how to farm. Yeah, basically just a shooter. I think I did play Microvolts. It just was way less weeb, and this one is full weeb there. I need to add some Furies also for the full combo, I guess. Alright. Nice, brew, nice. Doing good, man. Now that the frames are not dropping and everything, feels good. Feels good. Still sorting some stuff out, but overall pretty nice. Overall pretty nice. The saucy name there, yeah. Yeah, trying 5s out. Very positive. Not many reviews actually. It was even before September. Then 96% positive, very positive. Not that many reviews there though. I mean, it's not exactly the indicator of how many people bought the game and stuff, right? But still, kind of like, dude, come on. It's good stuff. Or is it just like the reviews from the people who have friends to play in co-op and everyone else is just not playing it even though it's good? I wouldn't be surprised. Like a lot of co-op mechanics. Can you play solo even? I mean, it's co-op only. It's a single player in co-op too, so... You can play solo, alright. $100 seems a bit too much for this. True, true. I mean, not the worst price nowadays especially, but yeah, I would say so for me personally. Meditative puzzle game where you build houses around the mysterious tower. You mind the wonder through visions of an enchanted city on an island in the middle of the crystal clear waters of a vibrant lake. It's like by building stuff and getting some points. And they modify stuff. Alright, so the puzzly one. Everyone trying to like hit this like dwarf romantic a little bit, close to it at least. That one succeeded quite a lot. Standard in VR modes does not require VR headset, damn son. Can't even VR it. Under the waves. How did this one go? Kind of solid, I guess. Yes, the Quantic Dream is a publisher on this one. Yeah, they didn't make this one; they published this one. Ella played for 1 hour already. Damn son. So I assume that was flushed or something. Explore the depths, witness beauty of the ocean, unique setting full of mysteries. Surreal voyage under the waves. Yeah, it's probably, I assume, kind of like more of a Quantic Dream usual stuff. For the whole stream, I think. Okay, more than one. Oh, okay, I see. It probably didn't refresh, I guess, from like the online. When you go online and friend list and everything. See, did it finish it probably even then? I assume it's not very long. Actually, some people do play it for a while, though. It might be Bruna, it might be... Sea of Stars, well, I mean, that one we know is really good. They'll get to play that one at some point. I'm not even overwhelmingly positive. What are people complaining about then? Lack of polish in the writing, alongside combat feeling shallow and monotonous. Well, shallow and monotonous combat, I think, for me at least personally, you can just kinda stretch to almost any JRPG, to be honest. Not gonna lie. I think a lot of them might be feeling very stretched out and monotonous. Good teacher, hello. Feels good, I see. I played only the demo of this one. I mean, seemed kind of nice. I don't know, like, it didn't feel, at least like in terms of combat, it didn't feel like, you know, much different from other JRPGs, honestly, so... Yeah, and you have the active stuff also doing combat, so that already is a little more active than your average JRPG, really. So yeah, I do agree. Seems a tad short for you, alright, I see. The timing changes, I see. It's 30 hours long. How long did you take, stay with all the Chivos and stuff? 57 hours for 100%. I see. All right. Well, I mean, it also doesn't cost, you know, that much. I think it's not too... Like, nowadays, I do appreciate games that are not long. I tell you that, man. I tell you that. I like the games that you can kind of, like... They're not expensive. They're not, you know, pretending to be the next big thing. They just kind of, like, go, you know, for, like, 20 or something hours or even less. Depends on the genre, right? I like that. So you just kind of like done and done. Irrelevant. Less than 40, I see. Have zero farming grinding. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yes, see, Rev, I say. Anonymous Hacker Simulation. Damn, son. But actually very positive there. Insane. I need to check. I think did they send me this one too? I need to check. Maybe we'll meme around on this one too in Prologue. I mean, Prologue is short anyway. Maybe. The reviews are nice. Like it on stuff. Well, Armored Core. How's this one? Not overwhelmingly positive. Damn, son. Gonna make myself younger 1 year. 57% positive. That's close to overwhelmingly though. That's nice. That's nice. I thought there'll be a lot of people molding that, you know, like, not my Dark Souls. Don's game. Difficulty balance is not balanced. I see, alright. Yes, Isok, I see. I mean, I could kind of see that. Yeah, not even that simple to find the negative stuff. Who's Molden? Where the Molders at? Be giving this game a review based on being an AC boomer. I wanted this game to be something it currently isn't. Well, at least that's a good warning, sir. I respect that. Don't buy the deluxe edition. Wait, our book and soundtrack are done as a separate Unity game. No PDF or MP3s. Damn, son, alright. Is it like the new way to kind of like try to save like the art books and stuff? Just make another Unity game, put Denuvo into this one too. So, oh, you want to listen to soundtrack? Well, you launch another game and listen soundtrack through that. Insane 5-head play there. No, I mean, I see like a lot of negative stuff from, you know, people who actually like the series. That's good. Hallmarks of a Souls game are all here. Oh, I see, alright. Animation locks and poor player attack tracking. Armored Core game in name only. Alright, I see. Well, that's a good result for them, I would say. I was expecting it's going to be a little more people being PP about it. Not too bad. Souls-like elements whatsoever. Well, people, like, it's probably like people who just kind of like the old series, right? No, like original, like the series in general, right? Old games. And then something is wrong and they try to kind of like, you know, to, how do you say, like justify, I guess, the hate a little more. Nitpick something, you know. Not the hate, but like dislike, you know. They just don't feel it because it's a little different, so they try to kind of like find some reason why is it different. Yeah, that is good original price, I have to say. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. AAA release, that's exactly the part. That's actually also a good price for the AAA release, but it's City Skylines and it's Paradox. So we're gonna have like 100 DLCs there, so all this like good price will be destroyed very fast after a few months probably. Yeah, Sunken Land still pumping there. Citizen Game Pass, so can flush there, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be with no DLCs there, yeah, no. That's the problem. Co-op strategy. Tabernacle. Crafting this co-op tavern defense for 1 to 4 players. Play as dwarves. Get it, Steve. Gather supplies, build towers to protect beloved brewery. Cooperate and achieve victory in this chaotic multiplayer game. Oh, might be good. Freedom Games publisher, I see. Nice. Pretty good, huh? Oh, this kind of tower defense, alright. Eternites, that was the dating hack and slash there. It's like some, like, well, I mean, maybe not super random, but kinda random, yeah. Studio. They just went all out because it wasn't like all the shows, basically, right? Like when it started, like around the Summer Game Fest or something. Then Gamescom opening night live showed this one too. They went all out with the marketing and stuff. Yeah, Future Game Show. They went all out. The price though also. Oof. Yes, you dating and then you hacking and slashing. So they decided to get the visual novel to the whole other level now. Might be actually kind of nice, but yeah, the cringe part. Not sure about that. Not sure about that. Nor play with your food. More puzzles or just interactive exploration into aesthetics of food. So what exactly you do though? What's exactly our gameplay there? Absurd food art playground. Alright, yeah, that's a little too dink. A little too dink for me. One of those games, Similar to Stardew Valley. Well, that's one way to put it, man. Insane. What a time to be alive, dude. Elijah, hello. The time to be alive. Oh yeah, Mid-Force also. I like. Was it out on Epic, right, or something? I think. Because yeah, that one. That one looked kind of alright, but yeah, then like the trailer had all the characters talking non-stop and everything, and it was just kind of like, oof. Yeah, it's out on Epic already for a while, and I don't think it was like something super outstanding there. But I mean, maybe after some like Epic, testing, maybe it's gonna be better now and more interesting. Oh yeah, I just realized I don't have like GOG and Epic installed here. Well, just gonna check the Steam and get to the news then. We're gonna fix that. A window out on Epic, forgotten on Steam? Well, I mean, not exactly. It's in popular upcoming, so it's at least not forgotten already. I guess a release gonna show what's gonna happen with it. Like if they manage to get, above positive with over 10 reviews and stuff, they probably have a good chance to go ham. If not, and it's gonna be mixed or something, then it's gonna be probably forgotten, I assume. Let's see, Steve, I see. A god of weapons. Let's think the inventory management. Running adventure. Oh, okay, interesting. Send the Tower of Jour, claim a light for the world, then. Obtain carefully organized weapons and accessories in your inventory. It's kind of like the Backpack Hero, but with a twist there. This might be nice. The Backpack Hero is really nice, actually. This one is a little different, of course, but this could be nice. This could be nice. 13th of September. And GOG is a porn sale if you look long enough. I mean, not fools, not fools. Heretics Fork will be out. Played the demo. Was alrighty. Was good, huh? 13th of September also. This was a nice one. Oh yeah, Gunbrella now got the release. That's also like this is good prices. The Volver is based, man. Gunbrella. The side scrollers and platform is not exactly my jam that much, but yeah, this one actually might be kind of nice. This one actually might be kind of nice. Using your gun umbrella there, huh? Overall, think this might be kind of solid, eh? Our Bofferl version coming soon. Land above, sea below. Sounds familiar. So no, there was no demos or something. Interesting. Oh, there was prologue. All right. Yeah, I think I remember this one. Someone is also trying to go for that Dorfromantic feel there a little. Not the feel, but Dorfromantic success, I guess. Let's say. Seems like a little more elaborate though in terms of mechanics, which might be good, but also might be sometimes not really necessary. Sometimes the beauty is in, you know, kind of like simplicity, I guess. Heavy duty challenge. Damn, son. The off-road truck simulator. Don't you have like Snow Runner with Mud Runner? Which I think might be, especially at this point with all the content, a little kind of more interesting. But I guess, maybe. Guess maybe. And now my dream to like get some Mud Runner or something with the wheel and everything. It's dead. Feels bad, even though my friend said like with the wheel is actually quite awful. Like Mud Runner and those. The controls and the wheel are not good enough for that, apparently. Now getting a wheel, considering their prices, that they're very, very bulky to carry around when you might be nomading all over the place. That doesn't sound that good. Huh? Yeah, let's see. Any hidden gems there? Any hidden gems? Oh yeah, the Void Crew was there also. Didn't check that one. Rally crew, man your spaceship, prepare an epic adventure, and battle fearsome foes, salvage valuable loot, die repeatedly while reclaiming humanity's lost territory together. Focus entertainment also. Yeah, that actually kind of looks nice. Up to 4 players co-op. Damn, that's a lot of positive reviews on this one too. The Biega Prigula, damn son. That's the Wildcat Geek there. Insane. How's going on? The Mud Runner. Oh yeah, I think there was something. Yeah, that's true. Expeditions. Oh yeah, I see. Well, this seems very nice, but you need to be, you know, the friends haver for that. Yeah, that seems actually pretty nice. Nice, you nice. Sounds good, huh? Visiting parents. That's very nice, man. That's very nice. I had like a call with my dad today, his birthday. That's as close to the visit as it can be. I like the... One second. The snow is still there. Still is, huh? Shit ain't melting. 1 second. Whoop. Actually posted them. score today? I think I did not. Let me show you my view. Oh, part of my view, I guess. All right. Second there. Alright, I'll show you. You can see the views there, huh? That's with all the name changing. Yeah, everyone's hiding from something. Everyone's hiding from something or someone. And it is, already got all the snow there. The Aragats Mountain. This one is 40,000 meters. We are at 1,500 right now. Oh, very good, very nice, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Got it posted in Insta. Post in Discord. Do be having conversations. Now I see Love also joined. Our fellow Yurivan enjoyer. And yeah, snow soon. Snow soon probably everywhere. Apparently last winter they had some days with minus 30, so it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Imagine you thought you go into the south from Moscow. Yeah, bro. They have it warmer there. They have it warmer there now. Second there. Alright. The PPG social stuff. There we go. Here we go. The beacons of Gondor. Could be. Alright, so wind crew seems quite good. And let's see next. What else do we have there? Pathogenesis Overcome. What is this? Hardcore story-driven action RPG about those who survived after global pandemic on the territory of Leningradskaya Oblast, Russia. Damn, son. But finding your place and destroy the world where the greatest danger does not come from the infected, eh? Damn, son. Very epic. Decent reviews, eh? What do people have to say about this one? Horrible game for the asking price. I mean, yeah, true. True, dude. That I do agree. A lot of potential. You guys charge 44 bucks. Oof. Yeah, dude, that is not the best price tag for the early access like that. And it's still afloat though. It's still in mostly positive, huh? Ah, I see, I think. Okay, so... yeah, I guess it already has some sort of like, how would you say, some fame among the Russian community. So a lot of people already were probably expecting this one. That's why those people were comfortable with paying. And they also didn't pay 44 bucks. They paid basically 11 bucks nowadays. So they are a little less mad about that money, I guess. But I mean, might be something interesting though. At some point. Most likely not exactly now. Alright. The desynced sci-fi strategy, fully customizable units and behaviors. Gotta build, research, explore the unknown, alone with friends, unveil the mystery of an AI on the edge of self-awareness. The AI is aware. A forklift interactive. And good reviews and stuff too. 15th of August. 100 hours. I really wanted to like this game. I believe, man. After 100 hours, I do believe. I'm not trying to fight with Zoa. Eliza P. There it is. It's also on Game Pass. We'll see. The Game Pass has some like, sort of like family share or something there. We should get Game Pass for me and my friend. I think he will enjoy. He's, well, I mean, not super looking forward, but he liked that stuff. In some countries. Well, technically here it's not even available, so it's not going to be from here. I might use my old one. Well, I mean, most likely going to use my old one. Which I need to remember, actually. Because it was on my old PC, too. I'm gonna give him this to play, too. Well, he's actually, unironically, right now, is excited for the Diablo 3 new season. Not 4. 3. Imagine Diablo 4 being such a great game that my friend is now excited to play some Diablo 3. What a great game, eh? I think it's like 14th or something. That season does look kinda decent, actually, I see. Well, we'll see, we'll see. And the bomb rush is going insane, actually. Yeah, they've 98% positive. Holy shit, they pumping, dude. That's these two, alright. The game's pumping, dude. Insane. Impressive, eh? Space Engineer Decorative Pack. Damn, big pog, eh? Actually has positive reviews even. Alright. Maybe the price is kinda low at least. But still. Parasocial, Japanese horror game about a live streamer. Damn, son. It's chill as art, alright. Insane. It also was in August. L already owns it. Did he play it though? And that Parasocial. They did? I see, I see. Yeah, then it's just like not refreshing with what he put, the timings and stuff he played, alright. The Matchless Kung Fu. Martial arts role imagined this wild world, eh? Small super translations. Alright, any gameplay enjoyers? Good reviews on this one. Building stuff too. The game has everything. Open world sandbox. Yeah, like the Kung Fu Rust or something in the end. Better than Starfield, damn son. Yeah, I see people enjoying it a lot. I've seen a $15 game, dude. When you see a $15 game nowadays, that is already outstanding. And if it's also good on top of that, bro. VA Proxy, coming soon. A world action game with fast-paced combat like Nier DMC. And the story of three machines as they fight in decaying world to unravel the secrets and decide the fate of all machine life forms. Damn, son. Very epic. No trailer. Open world action game, and we watch screenshots. That doesn't sound that good. But I guess it's still ways ahead. Ways away. People with wishlists already. Huh. Oh, there are gifts though. No trailer, but gifts. Alright. So it's like Nier, but not for Coomers or something. Somewhat, somewhat. You even have the shooting drone and everything too, alright. It might be kinda already, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. Not for Coobers, yeah. Packables recharge, so that. A BlazBlue entropy effect. The action, a combat gameplay, a pinnacle of roguelite action games, then, son. A pinnacle, even. The humble brag there. The BlazBlue like the fighting games or something. Decided to go for some spin-offs there. Yeah, it is roguelite, alright. It is roguelite, alright. Why not? I'm branching out into some other genres. Seems good, seems good. Yeah, made by Arxis, alright. Arxos. Alright, let's see. Get to the news. Other stores I didn't have installed yet, sadly. Let's see what we have here. Let's go. Okay, how to do this better. Let me close this then. Feels like Chrome is kind of like making OBS lag a bit. Let me see. Let me see. Not here. Yeah, I think it does actually. Alright. Beautiful browser, man. What a beautiful browser. Maybe not. Okay, we'll see. Let's go get my notes out. Get my notes out. Alright, let's go. It's gonna be like tricky. This is where I need like some more. Another monitor. Another monitor would be a very nice to have here. It do be kind of sometimes. I guess now it's kind of fine. Whatever, we can roll with that. Hopefully. Alone in the Dark delayed to January. Unlucky. Oh man, I forgot how the odds look, man. Being in Russia. No, there's odds everywhere, bro. Back at it, back at it. Not sure to be happy about it. Totally didn't miss odds, huh? Tell you that. Firefox Chrome, yeah, I do have Firefox also. I usually use both, kind of like different browsers for different needs. But right now I started like the... I mean, I could, I guess, use Firefox for that too. Just how Chrome goes as default, and right now, we'll see though. We'll see. Right now it's okay, I guess. The upcoming reimagining of Alone in the Dark is skipping Halloween this year, instead inviting players back to Derceto on October 25th. Survival Horror Adventure will now arrive on January 16th. The canon explanation for the move, it doesn't want the game to compete with October's heavy hitters like Marvel Spider-Man 2 and another big horror game, Alan Wake 2. Well, they're pretty honest with that stuff, at least. Intention is to avoid competing with the Wake of Alan's epic release and to evade the dazzling skyline of cities adorned by the graceful swings of Spider-Man. I mean, well, Alan Wake somewhat, I guess, could be, you know, overlapping audiences with Spider-Man. I'm not sure, dude. Could just, like, release earlier, or, like, kind of way later, but still in October, I guess. Just to avoid Alan Wake. Alan Wake also delayed because of Baldur's Gate and Starfield, I say. Well, for Alan Wake, I guess Alone in the Dark also kind of... I don't know, is Alone in the Dark actually even like some like big POG stuff that people are waiting a lot for? Like Alan Wake, in my opinion, is not actually even that big POG. It's just that they kind of pumped a lot of marketing into it. That's why, like, it's... Like, Alan Wake 1 wasn't even like any... Like, it was like... okay, nothing crazy. Yeah, Alone in the Dark is quite old. There were some... Well, not recent, well, recent for me, right? So, like, something in, like, 2010s or something. Wasn't there some Alone in the Dark game? The last one? I don't remember, actually. It's a modernized revamp of 92 game, but I think there was more. It's full restart, alright. Yeah, apparently it's a full restart. Yeah, the first Alone in the Dark was ancient, yeah. I think I even, like, played it back in the day, and I couldn't, like, understand what to do whatsoever because it was in English, and obviously back then in like 1993 maybe I played it or something. I obviously didn't really know it, so it was the actually. Let me see, maybe I'll read. Was it the one or was it some other one? I think it was that one. I think it was the one. When was the last one, actually? Oh, it was 2015 one, actually, even them, son. I think it could be the one I played, the old one. Whatever. Could be. And like screenshots from the first part. So I literally didn't get past the very first part. Like it was, there was like some enemy that was like, was looking kind of like, you know, like the playing card, because it was pretty much like flat and kind of square, or just kind of walking towards me, and I couldn't understand what the fuck I'm even doing. Images, show me. Nah, that might be I played actually something even older than that, because this already at least has some sort of like polygons in this one, in 92 even. So I think I actually played something even more ancient then. But yeah, I couldn't understand what to do whatsoever back then. So I was always kind of trying. I wasn't even like scared or something, I just didn't understand what to do. Hey, Ultan, hello. How we doing? Let's see. Yeah, that one was also point and click, I think, yeah. But I think it was different one, not this one. This one actually kind of looks, judging by the screenshots, a little better there. Alright, next. Solar Ash, Liza P, and Starfield come to Xbox Game Pass this month. There it is, man. Dude, the odds all over the place now. Forgot how beautiful. It was pretty beautiful when they weren't around. What's coming? Greece, Starfield, Solar Ash, Lies of P. What's leaving? Amazing Cultivation Simulator, Aragami 2, Danganronpa, DC League of Super Pets. Oh man. Fuga Melodies of Steel leaving, actually. Metal Hellsinger, Civilization 6, Tainted Grail Conquest, Train Sim World 3. As a P is a huge win for Game Pass and data. Ask my friend. Maybe we'll get it. Like the Microsoft is kind of slow for now with sending stuff. I need to check. I requested on Keymailer to get the Game Pass like I did before, but they're very slow. They probably got a lot of people, you know, contacting them about it. So I'm not sure if I will get one. But yeah, I might just buy it with my friend because he probably will enjoy playing some Lies of P. We'll see if I'll do. Maybe we'll be enjoying the Toadfield instead. We'll see. We'll see. Now let's go. Final Fantasy 16 getting 2 paid DLCs, free update, and free update available right now already. Damn son, 2 DLCs and only 2. The game is getting 2 paid DLCs. The PC version is being developed. Alright. No, 2 is not too bad at least. 2 is not too bad, I'd say. And in the same time, in other news, Zelda producer says there will be no DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. They got a different way. Eclopping, Dialo. How we doing, man? Played on the sub with no DLCs, I mean, true. How's live clapping? Start to work on the next game, yeah. DLC for DLC would be weird. I mean, kinda. Well, the thing is, that probably like expanding that would be also kind of tricky since they're already kind of juicing everything out of the Switch. So getting even more probably not gonna be that simple. If they would need to kind of like add to the world, like the only option probably would be to have something kind of like separate some sort of world, and that kind of does feel weird, I guess, for Zelda game. Like something instanced, so it doesn't load on the already suffering Switch. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a Mutant Mayhem game coming next year. Now, the animated film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem has garnered critical acclaim since its release last month. Now they're making a game based on that. Publisher Outright Games. Alright. Project involves combining energetic ninja teamwork gameplay with a humorous narrative. Take control of the turtles as they interact with a host of memorable characters in the franchise and fight to save the stylized take on New York City. Movie adaptation. Or adaptation of the movie, rather, in the video game format. I mean, lately it's not too bad, I guess. Nice clapping, nice. Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, I'm good, man, I'm good. I am good. A little bit Armenian now. Feels pretty good, Feels pretty good, actually. Let's see, what do I see? I'll see. Well, some people did enjoy that. That's why they probably didn't even want to do anything about it. I would assume. Oh, Nintendo reportedly demoed a Switch successor to devs at the Gamescom. Damn, is it coming? Is it coming? Is it already coming? The Switch 2. One and only. Eurogamer says its sources say Nintendo showed partners tech demos designed to demonstrate how well the Switch successor runs. Specifically, one of the demos shown was reportedly a souped-up version of the Switch launch title, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That would also make sense, right? Now that they made the second one, they could use some of the stuff that they also developed for the second one, some experiences they got polishing it and optimizing it for the first game. And then on the better hardware, just make it all even better.
I love you guys.
Oh shit, Soltris, welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot. 66, Monkeys. How we doing? Oh, gonna go to Moscow in November. Ah, man, feels bad, man. Feels bad. It'll be in summer, man. That would be nice. That would be nice. November, yeah, November. November better go here, man. Better go here. That would be better. At some point, at least. At some point, at least. And just get yourself some Yerevan tickets. And we're gonna grab Mr. Lyovo with us. And hang out. Pretty easy. Yeah, I can get to Yerevan from here, like, in no time. Like 1.5 hours, and I'm there, basically. Well, 2 hours maximum. Well, 3 hours on the train, for example. Can sell you Breath of the Wild for $80? They probably will. They probably will. Apparently Switch 2 ran the PS5 Matrix tech demo. Damn, son. Was that Unreal Engine 5, I think, wasn't it? Demonstration back then. I see. I mean, that wouldn't be surprised, really. Like, the hardware nowadays is insane. The main is kind of like the CPUs are crazy. Like if they still with Ryzen's and stuff, there's X3D, I guess that also helps a lot. If you can fit it in the device like that. GPUs though, not sure exactly. From 1 hour to 3. Oh, you mean the travel time? It depends. Like it's mountains, dude. So like train, it's like 100 kilometers really. Like if you go like in the straight line, that's like nothing. Love coming there or something. Love lives in Yerevan. Love was the one who actually was driving us around at fucking 4 a.m. So like if you would think about something like that, why not? Why not? You just need to have a Mir bank card, and you have no problems here whatsoever. And you have no problems whatsoever. Easy. The comfiest country to go, I would say probably. Thing would cost like $800. Yeah, that's a lot. Well, I mean, they need to be on par with Steam Deck, I feel. Maybe they can afford as Nintendo, right, to go like 100 above, maybe. The thing is, they can also do like pool Steam Deck there, right? Make like some like cheap, super cheap, like not super, but like cheap version, right? Like medium and the dank version or something. They could go for something like that maybe too. But yeah, going like way over Steam Deck price. I mean, it's Nintendo though. Nintendo can probably like pull anything, honestly, and people will gladly nom it. Yeah, the Unreal Engine 5 tech demo was running on target specs for Nintendo's next console as well. Switch successor ran a 2017 game at a higher frame rate and resolution than the original release. No shit, dude. I run using DLSS technology, I see. So that's gonna be the magic, probably. Yeah. Does not mean the Switch successor will be as powerful as these consoles. Alright, so like basically like this generation of consoles is already gonna be stronger than Switch 2. So by the time like, you know, the next generation of these consoles will be out, the Switch 2 will be complete garbo then or something. Well, I mean, they can still hope for the DLSS power though. But that means they should actually have some sort of like proper GPU, I guess, to run DLSS or FSR or something. Like I think they will need like that should be kind of quite chunky handheld there probably. Any Steam Deck enjoyers? Does Steam Deck also have DLSS or something? Or FSR support or some shit? That is interesting. That is very interesting. See ya, Clapping. If you at some point will decide for some vacation, let me know. We could do something. Could hang out in Yerevan. Maybe we'll see. Maybe if it will be like on a good time. Maybe Leo also will be up to like maybe go even here. Gibri is nice too. But yeah, I could go to Yerevan also. Would figure something out. Hey, GDP, hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Settling in well. Yeah, well, I mean, still a bit chaotic. I use like the makeup table basically as my stream setup. Quite something. Quite something, but overall nice. FSR support on Steam Deck, I see. Alright, so there is something like that at least. Alright, that's good. So yeah, gonna grind it back up now. Get my proper setup and stuff. Get, you know, put the time and effort in and everything. Go ham. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. And all that looking at the mountains feels good, man. Freezing my ass off tonight, looks like, too, with 0. Oof. 0 degrees. I want to reconsider the plans. I mean, can think about it. Can think about it. Basically, in terms of prices, that's gonna be the same for you, really. Tell you that. Tell you that. I'll tell you that. Can do it. Can do it. Alright, let's go next. Oh, next. Is this like the future of marketing now? Ed Boon talks Mortal Kombat 1 on the Hot Ones with first look at Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. Holy shit, dude. The next level of marketing there. Doesn't even look like Jean-Claude Van Damme, dude. Come on. Like, not even close, I feel. Kind of very distantly. Even the young one. It was from like the Bloodsport, right? Or whatever the movie was called. I say not even. Not even. To be honest. I would say not even. Starfield had the biggest launch ever for Bethesda game. Already surpassed 6 billion players, making it the biggest Bethesda game launch of all time. Well, I mean, considering you can get it for basically like, what, like $5-10 or something on Game Pass? Like, no shit, dude. You market something that much and then you give it to people that cheap? No problems, man. 25 million users sub increased player numbers, yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Free if you use Microsoft rewards even. Especially then. Especially then. Yeah, like, Baldur's Gate was trying to avoid Starfield, and in the end that should be other way around. In the end, that should be other way around, really. Should be Starfield avoiding Baldur's Gate 3. Sorry. Should be other way around. You need to ask Love though about his plans, but technically should be, if it's like around the weekend or something, that should be no problems. But yeah, you need to also check the prices for the flights and stuff, because that might be the handicap, really. Thank you guys, thank you. If you get some cheap ones, for example, to Yerevan, or maybe like the Super MLG move is kind of like getting a little bit in Moscow, and then from Moscow getting a cheap flights right here in Gyumri. They have an airport here. And then going back. Something like that. But yeah, need to check the prices. Sure, man, sure, absolutely. Like sometimes there are like really, really cheap prices. Sometimes not exactly. Like you can check, for example, like flights on the days of your vacation, and then check the prices for like, you know, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, because there's a lot of flights to Yerevan. There's like every day there's like 5 flights or something. So if you kind of wait until the last moment, you can get them quite cheap usually. Like we bought them, I don't remember how much. Well, we had a lot of luggage, right? So it's kind of not exactly, you know, the right price, but basically by the time, like by the day of our flight, they were like 2 times cheaper already or something, whatever was left. Hypentropy yellow. Ended up helping Bethesda more than Larian. Well, I mean, Larian in the end, I do think it helped Larian too, because basically Larian didn't have anything as expectation setter. I mean, obviously Starfield probably wouldn't set expectations too high, right? Let's be real. But still, like, the first one I think get the benefit because there is no expectation set. But Larian going first, they set the expectations, and they set expectations real good. And Starfield, yeah. Like, I do still think I will enjoy it and everything. Absolutely. But yeah, I can see the people coming for the proper RPG and everything. They probably, after Baldur's Gate, were not very impressed with Starfield. I don't expect good RPG, I expect Bethesda games, so you know. I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm expecting, so I'm already all committed to that. Yeah, exactly, Window, yeah. Fallout 4 in space, you know. Fallout 76 in space, even. I don't even care. I wouldn't mind. Like, I want some space, and I don't mind Bethesda game right now, so I'm okay with that. I was going course out of life. The worst game where they release, but the best for modding potential, alright. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see. I see Window, alright. Xbox Digital Broadcast announced for Tokyo Game Show. September 21st, 2 a.m. PT, 5 a.m. ET. That will be around like daytime, I think, for us, probably, right? Probably. 1 second, the next one. There we go. That should be like plus 6, I think, right? So like morning even. 2 a.m. Yeah, from this one, I think it's like plus 6. It's like 11 a.m. CST, I guess. Nice clapping, nice. See ya, man, see ya. Enjoy, good luck. Do it, do it. Might be stuck, might be. No, it was here, it was here. So that's kind of alright. We could check that one out then. Progress updates from Xbox and Bethesda Softworks. See creatively diverse collection of games from creators predominantly located in Japan and across Asia. Event will also reveal new titles for Xbox Game Pass. Probably not going to be some loud announcements, but I mean, still might be nice. Why not? Why not? We can check that out. September 21st. Need to remember. We'll see. We'll see. I don't even mind. Stray is getting an animated movie. Damn, another one. Another one. Important animation, the company's new animated film division, following up its debut feature Demona with the film adaptation of the 2022 adventure game. First game and Annapurna's interactive roster of titles to get the cinematic treatment. According to the publisher, it won't be the last. I mean, I'm not even surprised, man. I'm not even surprised. Stray might be farming. I mean, it's cats, dude. We know how it works. We know how it works. The cat anime. I do think like the show or something like cartoonish one nowadays is a little like more of a safe bet, to be honest. I feel so. Goodbye, Bestavia. The poppy seed buns. Nice clapping. Nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. That sounds good. The cat power, man. "13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim sells 1 billion units. The Atlas, man. Launched globally on PlayStation 4 in 2020 and Switch in 2022. And 1 million since then. I mean, as long as they're happy with the numbers, I wouldn't be surprised if they are, actually. Not some crazy... Well, actually, I guess Atlas might be, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that crazy of a AAA studio hungry for giga money. A Volition game closes. Saints Row maker shuts down after 30 years of game development. A rip. The decision to close the studio was attributed to an evaluation by Embracer Group as a part of its ongoing restructuring program. This past June, Embracer Group announced a restructuring program to strengthen Embracer and maintain its position as a leader in the video game industry. As part of that program, they evaluated strategic and operational goals and made the difficult decision to close Volition, effective immediately. RIP. Apparently shouldn't affect the Saints Row, but you know, Saints Row I think was already affected by the fact of being created, so we'll see about that. We'll see about that. And another one. The Gloria Victis creator, Black Eye Games, is closing. Game developer shuts down after 11 years of operation. Yeah, Gloria Victis was always kind of like looking interesting and all, but like, yeah, never took off. MMO servers will close on October 31st. Mostly due nothing can last forever, and after thinking it through for countless times, we have to make the toughest decision ever. Mostly due to financial reasons, as our game has always been a niche which we found extremely hard to expand without losing the game's identity. It required more and more resources to progress and keep the pace. Due to continuous work without required rest for so long, which eventually led to burnout, so we won't be able to provide required maintenance on the game much longer. Unlucky. Siege Survival Gloria Victis, I remember that one. The Nadir Grimdark Deck Builder. I don't think I played that one though. I remember it, but I haven't played it, I think. Yeah, the BBB game is actually also shutting down after releasing the last game. Yeah, the Saints Row maker. But BBB was sad, yeah. I mean, it could be. Maybe they already kind of, at this point, you know, feel like they got the magnum opus, sorta. They got, you know, like a bunch of good games and maybe already, like, don't really feel like doing the same formula and afraid that, you know, like, people not gonna like more of just the same. And maybe afraid to experiment with stuff, so it's just maybe better to, like, you know, to leave at the peak, basically. And do something else, something new from scratch. Maybe. Yeah, they went on high note pretty much, yeah. That might be not bad. That might be not bad. They can always be like, you know, whenever they look for jobs or like starting new studios, like with guys from Mimimi Studio, you know. And that nowadays works really good, seemingly. Embracer layoffs also affect Gearbox Publishing. Reports of redundancies at the publisher emerged on LinkedIn, but it's unclear how many people are impacted. Then another one. The Gearbox Publishing too. No, your latest published title, Remnant 2. Topped the US monthly charts for July. I mean, it still like was quite popular in general for like a few months, I would say. It's an interesting restructuring they're doing there, I have to say. With Volition, I kind of can see that because, you know, Saints Row didn't really cut it that well whatsoever. But like with Remnant, well, I mean, I guess they're just publishing Remnant, they're not developing, so like publisher is not exactly that super into it, into the process. Oh yeah, there was some like insane journalist drama about Starfield too. Yeah, Bethesda's decision to withhold early review codes from certain outlets is how heavily some sites are relying on the game to drive their business. Access to the game appears to have been heavily restricted in the UK, where Bethesda has also not provided copies of Starfield to other websites and YouTube channels owned by a Eurogamer parent company ReadPop. Bethesda be mad. Well, the speculation about why Bethesda snubbed specifically these sites for Starfield, and a lot of it doesn't really hold water. Revenge for scathing reviews of Bethesda Game Studio, the last big title, Fallout 76, bro. If that would be, they would be not sending keys to someone who shit on Fallout 76, they wouldn't send a single key, probably. Around about Microsoft implied threats to the UK after country regulator blocked the Activision Blizzard acquisition. I don't really think it hurts UK that much with that. Hey, Secret, hello. Let's see if I found it alright. So basically no one knows anything, just more of a meme there, right? A bad sign for the field of game journalism in a year full of them. Yes, okay. Feature in 2023 gauntlet of games media layoffs. As games media have been taking a place with the alarming frequency, with businesses often citing structure change, supply chain issues, very tough market environment. Yet amidst conversations around these layoffs, there's one game that keeps cropping up, Elden Ring, and to be specific, its pivotal role in introducing much needed traffic to a website. So basically search engine optimization and everything is destroying all the gaming reviews and media. The best traffic pages of game journalism sites haven't been reviews. Yep. Stories with headlines like Pokemon Go type chart, type effectiveness and weaknesses explained. Yep. I noticed a lot of all these like IGNs and everything. They started to post guides that are complete dog shit most of the time, actually. And now they like really expecting that to work good. Yeah, because Google algorithms, they understand. Like if the guide is dog shit and people don't like it, then like your like authority as a website will slowly wane, basically. And then you're not gonna be able to be in the search engine tops for those guides, and then they're gonna start complaining about that too and doing something else probably. How much they continue to drive traffic long after the initial publication, having a robust set of guides in the early days of a launch is hugely beneficial, not just in taking advantage of the largest wave of people looking for guides on the game. Yeah, they shit those guides like faster than, you know, they can actually know what the game is about. Convincing them it would be easier to just go straight to your site in the future instead of trying out the alternatives offered by Google. Nope. After reading any of those guides, I ain't going back, man. I'd rather go on Reddit or something to look for that stuff. We seem to be getting less helpful as the years go by. Well, that is actually like the general thing. Yeah, like the search engines and everything, they push their own things, their own services, their own narrative. As someone who dealt with search engine optimization, is tough now. Like with search engines, it's really tough. Like social media is the way to go right now, because search engines already having so many of their own products that they push, ads that they push. At least Google in some countries getting like kind of like pushed back with that a little, but like here, for example, well, not here, in Russia, for example, in the Russian-speaking internet, like some of the search engines, they have everything. Like if you have your own website, you might be kind of like the best. But you will be, at the first page, you will be, like, at the bottom, basically. Because, like, first results, odds. Then it's gonna be like... Maybe I can show example or something. Maybe even in Google. Let's like ring light buy. Yeah, Google has it kind of right, actually. Well, they actually don't really have any odds running on this search request. Let's try something that has the odds, maybe. Oh, what was I doing with that? Let's try a VPN. Yeah, that was a good one. A VPN. Yeah, Google does at least have like Google is somewhat more controlled with that stuff, really. So you have like odds now. They also got forced to basically put this like sponsored stuff. Before it was just kind of like one block that said like kind of sponsored somewhere up there. Now they got all of it. Then you have some actual results. Then you have like the Google's own thing here too. Then you have like Wikipedia's more odds. Now let me try maybe something here. No, it's transaction. You need like the transactional request for that too. That will be way better. Let me see. Oh yeah, let's try. Oh yeah, look at the plane tickets. Let's say. Did it not even show odds for this one? No, it can't be. Yeah, it's like they don't even have odds marked there or something. Well, whatever. Like the point is that like making your own websites for that stuff is kind of like not really that good nowadays. Like you need to get the traffic somewhere else, not from search engines. So you need something kind of like basically social media. Like you need to work on other platforms nowadays because those are getting more attention than the websites. And a lot of people nowadays also not looking for stuff on the web. A lot of like mostly also because a lot of these guides and stuff are garbage. You can see a lot of requests when you look for something. They could be like request Reddit, for example, because if you don't put the Reddit in, you get a bunch of like you want to like see something about like some quest, some item from the game or something, right? If you don't put the Reddit in, you're gonna get first of all these like IGNs, like all these like the Game Bomb or something, whatever shit guys that completely useless most of the time. And then you get something like Extra Life or something, or like Fandom Wiki that might also be like half empty completely. And then maybe somewhere down there will be like Reddit post or something where people actually talk about that stuff. So a lot of people started already like looking like on Reddit and on other platforms for information rather than like in Google or something. And for like stores, internet stores and stuff, you also have different platforms already, so you know. And yeah, for reviews nowadays, I don't think people even like go that much to all these websites, honestly. So I'm not surprised they're losing traffic and everything on that stuff. Because like, it's kind of like, nowadays reviews and stuff, in my opinion, is more about, like, it should be some sort of like authority, not of the website as a whole, but like it should be the person that people can put behind the review and the authority of that person. That's why people gonna be like, you know, looking for the like author reviews. So like YouTube, Twitch, you know, like streamers, YouTubers they know, they respect, they agree with. They're gonna be looking for that instead of like going to IGN for some like, well, not exactly like faceless reviewer, right? You know them, you see their face, you see their name there usually, but like it doesn't tell you anything. It's just kind of like another dude that is here on the website and tomorrow is there not there, and it's gonna be a different person doing review for another game. And it's just kind of like I don't think they are really like relatable for many people. So I'm not like I think it's just that all these like sites, all these like journalists and stuff, they should change. It's not even the market is changing, but they can't do anything about it. They need to change themselves. They're kind of trying to play the market with all these like guides and stuff. Like, sure, with the guides you get the traffic on the website, but the thing is like, yeah, I don't think people are gonna like return to IGN for the guide for another game after reading the first one, because most that I ever got were garbage, complete. The MTV is out of control. Yep, absolutely. Search engine, social media, advertising industry rely on have been the black holes of the internet for decades, exerting an incredible gravitational force on everything around them, at a point where many outlets seem to focus more on serving ads than serving readers. True. That's big true. The ratio of advertising space to editorial space on gaming sites is the most obvious example of this shift, but that inexorable pool has warped the remaining editorial space as well. First publishing writing about games was covering the Dreamcast launch of University of Texas student paper, and I was paid $10 for it, which might be more than a freelancer could expect for such a piece today after taking into account inflation. Since then I've seen the focus shift from magazine subscriptions to ad-driven sites centered around reviews and previews, and then podcasts, and then a short-form video, and then Skyrim coverage forever, and then strategy guides and walkthroughs. Every step of the way was reasoned as a necessary adaptation to meet changing audience tastes and consumption habits. 15 paragraphs for a guide on what keybind map is on the... Yeah, exactly. That's the search engine optimization for you, dude. Each step also happened to be chasing traffic, increasing our dependence on advertising, whether the things we were selling were actually attracting more advertisers or not. Podcasts. The other thing I noticed about the progression of games journalism over this span is that the attempt to maximize eyeballs and advertisers' support has gone hand in hand with the minimization of things game journalism reasonably should be focused on. Things it can do better than anyone else. Games media is now overly dependent on hit games coming out, not in our control, on writing walkthroughs and guides for those games, things the publishers and developers could do better themselves and can be easily plagiarized and found anywhere online. True. And on gaming the system with the right combination of keywords and search engine optimization best practices to be lucky enough for Google to direct readers our way. The thing is, that was always the case. It's just a lot of these people, you know, weren't there at the beginning. Their websites already got big for a while, and they just didn't see it, but that grind was always there. And that process is less about communicating information to another person clearly and concisely, and more like performing spatulamancy to understand the whims of an uncaring and unresponsive god. Yep, that's exactly search engine optimization for you. It's pressure to defer your editorial judgment to focus on whatever you see moving the needle in traffic reports, but doing so is basically embracing the notion of the customer is always right, and as anyone who has read a comment section before should be able to tell you the customer is always right, does not apply to journalism. And all of it is done to serve an advertising industry, harvesting obscene amounts of personal data on every user and feeding it into machines that will examine every aspect of your life and every subconscious behavioral habit you have before concluding that what you really need to see right now is a bunch of ads for dishwashers since you bought one last month and are giving off powerful about to go in a dishwasher buying spree vibes. But odds are where the money is, so the media does whatever the odd people want, even if we are as bad as the odd people when it comes to understanding what others really care about. I wear shorts today because it's like over 100 degrees, but we have to remind them it's not allowed in the office because advertisers, they didn't want to scandalize advertisers. The fuck? Why would advertisers even care? Former Kotaku editor-in-chief Patricia Hernandez says site owner Geo Media enforced a business casual dress code on staff just in case advertisers might have felt uncomfortable doing business with a site where people might wear t-shirts. The fuck? Outside of wardrobe choices, the actual articles that keep the lights on are also getting uncomfortably close to automatable processes. Something executive ghouls with the dreams of a worker-free workplace have taken a keen interest in as the AI hype wave has crested. 200 to 250 articles, the expected weekly output listed in a Gummers Group job ad for an AI editor posted a couple months back, not long after laying off more than 50 people across its network of sites. So how could gaming journalists future-proof themselves against AI? Turns out the stuff AI can do has a lot of overlap with the sort of content that has fallen out of fashion over the years. If you're writing something that has been written before and there is no really unique human insight that you need to pull out of it, AI can be a useful tool for that. But if you're doing something that requires some sort of insight in a broader context, some sort of extrapolation as to what could be useful or reasonable, you're going to hit certain limits. Instead of focusing on delivering insightful analysis, interpretation, and expressive writing that showcases expertise and unique perspectives, or rigorous reporting to make clear the facts of an industry obsessed with obfuscation, game journalism has spent decades living hand-to-mouth, chasing whatever payday will keep the lights on in the near term, even as it makes us less relevant and easier to replace in the long run. True. Absolutely true. That's not to say there aren't outlets trying to course correct with subscription models or use the bill-paying stuff to finance the word whale stuff. Because of course there are, but that works is often resource-intensive, and management's faith in the ability of quality journalism to carry the day is prone to wavering, as we have seen with Polygon, Glixel, Waypoint, the Washington Post, a Launcher, and others. I mean, yes, oh, yeah, not fools, not fools. I mean, the guides that are posted by the players, they are way better than the guides that are posted by copywriters who write for these websites. Because they potentially haven't even played shit. They just like gather info somewhere, like on Reddit, for example, themselves, and just make an article out of that. And then they do what they know how to do. They add a lot of water, a lot of keywords, and that's search engine optimized article now. Game journalism outlets are living and dying based on their ability to do things that have nothing to do with game journalism. Yep. That I do agree. And that's the thing. That's why it's all about like the reviewers and stuff. Because like the YouTubers, streamers and stuff, right? They like... Well, I guess those that already kind of... That kind of you can extrapolate sometimes on like the streaming in a way, right? Too, like with some that got big enough, they now try to do not the stuff they kind of want to do. Not the stuff they used to do, you know, they like to do, but the stuff that brings more people, because, you know, there's sponsors, there's the CCV, right, numbers that you need to bloat, so the sponsors pay you more. All seems kind of similar here, right? Except the thing with streamers, they kind of like... I guess they have the luxury of kind of like branching out in something that is not gaming related, and people still will watch them. And in terms of like the gaming journalists, they kind of can't, because, you know, they do that, so they can't really branch out and try to farm some other things. Rage baiting the people. I don't know. I think there are some. I think there are some. There's Jason Schreier, for example. Like, I know like some people don't like him and everything, but like there is a good investigative journalism and stuff still. There is. There's maybe not that crazy much, but it does exist. It does exist. It's not with the same audience. Yeah, and switching audience, like if you are like that's actually what the benefit that Twitch gives you. Like YouTube doesn't give you that benefit. Like you can be like some big video games YouTuber, right, and then try to switch completely to something else, for example, and that will hurt your channel a lot because algorithms. If you kind of like variety streamer, variety YouTube gamer and variety streamer, for example, if you switch from variety streaming towards kind of like shifting more slowly, right, but switching towards like some like just chatting content, you know, doing all those like what do people like nowadays do, all these like kind of like collabs and shows and everything, right, that are ripping off the regular TV shows just with a bunch of streamers and stuff like this, you know, like drama, like live stream fails, farming and everything, and you'll be fine because there's no algorithm on Twitch. You just need to reach some numbers and then you can do kind of whatever you want, and numbers will obviously fall some, but after some amount they kind of still stay pretty good. and you can just like keep doing what you want, whatever, and no one will really care, unless you were obviously like speedrunner of some particular game or something, right? Or like known only for some particular game, and then you try to branch out into like something completely irrelevant, then you probably will take a bigger hit. But it depends how big you were initially. So yeah, like you need to switch the the audience completely. And outside of Twitch, that's not that simple. That's where Twitch's system of, you know, like having no algorithm, just, you know, the bigger you are, the higher you are in the ranking, that helps a lot with the switching. So like a lot of people, I think, who get big enough, they kind of move from gaming towards already like a bunch of other stuff, you know, that is not really gaming related but farms well, and they don't really lose anything on that, except some people not happy with it, you know, but they gain enough from still staying at the top. They just get like new audience from another category by losing some from the old one, but they still kind of more or less stay the same. Like there's no algorithm, nothing's gonna like drop them. No, just the weekend review or whatever. That we don't really care much. Alright, let's see. Tempting to lean into old man yelling at clouds things and just warn that you'll miss us when we're gone, but honestly I'm not sure the industry at larger consumers as a whole really will. Yep, that's the thing. I think like if they fall like pretty much like the like IGNs and stuff, like the review, like the news are like I think still needed, but the thing is like there's already a lot of people who like covering those news and stuff too. But it's still the actual journalists doing the news and stuff also. So like there will be demand in that, but maybe it's not as high of a demand as for like reviews and stuff. And for reviews, no one will miss like IGN or something. If they like close the reviewing or something completely, like I feel like no one's really gonna miss it. Like you can, they can like the developers, publishers can take like any streamer and it will give them way more. Like they, instead of paying like a company, right? Because I'm pretty sure like IGNs and stuff, they probably take like way more than like some streamer does. Like you pay to one person or to pay to a whole or you pay to the whole company, right? The contracts are probably way lighter for the publisher to pay like a few streamers, and they're gonna get way more like impressions and like outreach from that. Like you can see some games. I remember like some of the review websites could like post a review. Like sometimes when I browse for news, right, I can see some like site posting like, oh, there's like this like small indie game that looks really cool, and I go to Steam, looks really cool, and I mean they posted review, right? The game should be pumping, and game has no reviews or something, like, or like 5. So like you can see how much, you know, these like pretty big outlets that work for years, they just don't really do much. And then you send the same game key to like some YouTuber, like the Splattercat or something. Like Splattercat, like I was thinking Splattercat was like some like super huge one, but I think he's like not small, of course, right? Still, but how much was it? No. Mm-hmm. 845k subscribers. So like I think in like the YouTubers scale, I mean it's a lot, but like that's not like something outstanding, I feel, right? You're Mandalore or someone, yeah. Like yes, Splattercat, like I saw so many times looking into game dev stuff, right? Like he makes a review, he alone basically, right? One YouTuber just makes a review of some obscure indie game, and they get like boom, like thousands of wish lists, for example, and like a lot of sales and stuff, and it kind of takes off. Yeah, and then like Seth and Mandalore not even like mentioning, right? Like they make a video and the game gets like a whole bunch of reviews already, not even wish lists, right? And that's like one person can do that. And I'm pretty sure you pay them way less than like a whole IGN. And IGN just gonna post like one review of a person who like barely like half-arsed, you know, like played through the game. Not even because they're like bad journalist, bad player, there are some of those too, right? But like just because they have like a whole bunch of reviews of different games, a whole bunch of articles they need to write, and they just don't really have time for that to like do a proper run to the game, right? And then you get like that. I don't know which YouTuber, if I really want to or something. Never heard of Splattercat? I learned about Splattercat basically from reading the game dev articles, because there was so many like articles like, well, we started like kind of meh, and then, you know, like Splattercat did a review of our game, and like look at the graph, you know. Reviews be run by 10 different people. Yep, true. That's the thing with all those websites and stuff. It's like, it's also like a lot of like journalists. Like we had the situation here. I told the story before, right? They just kind of like they also demand quite a lot. Which, I mean, I guess for like a good work, right? You can, but they all like replaceable pretty much. Like we had like one website that got acquired by another company. And like the previous, you know, team of like reviewers, editors and stuff, they went to the new like director, CEO, and like, well, you know, back then that was like $4,000 I think per month or something they were requesting. That was the lowest one. Like editor was like $5,000 or something. They actually back then $7,000 basically he went requesting, and they just said no. You don't like this? Get out. They just like hired, you know, like back then it was like $500 I think or something per month, some like bunch of students or something, and no one noticed the difference. Like the website kept working as it used to before. No problemos there. Ethereum, what I see. Said to make a video about non-strategy game. I mean, I think he did. I think you did. There's also War Thunder and World of Tanks, for example. Quite a dink videos there too. And I mean, you know, Stalker, stuff like this. There were some. There were a lot actually. I don't think he's doing like even like half strategy games, to be honest. There is a lot of them, but yeah. Not really. Like 2 years ago, well, that's already a different story. Like, he just doesn't make that many videos. And that's also the thing, right? Like, you can just make, like, why, like, the reviewing through, like, the YouTube and stuff is better. You can just make, like, few, but really good videos and stuff. And you can, like, you know, feed from them, basically. Like, I think it's all about, like, yeah, they need to change the format for that, in my opinion. No, I do agree with you, Rev. I do agree with you, but sometimes you you just want to see the game. Like, I don't watch reviews, actually, in previews. Not really. But when something's out, I can sometimes go and check on the stream. Like, is it good or not? Demos help, absolutely, yeah. Sometimes some games nowadays, I either, like, get, like, the key from devs, right? And I'm kind of, like, looking at it. That looks good, I might try it. Or I just go to Steam and I'm like, oh, I like what I see, I want it. And I don't care even like about reviews and stuff. I just like, oh, I want it, that looks good, and I'm gonna play it. So I don't really do that, but I can understand why people like I wouldn't say rely on reviews, that people just use them to make like a judgment on the game properly. Yeah, need a little bit of guidance there for sure. Flat out copy paste the top Steam guide and dress it up as their own. Yep, that too. You think you will like it something or not? Well, I mean, I do roll with that. I do agree. I kind of roll with that. Like, if I see something and I like what I see, I gonna get it most of the times, even if the reviews are not perfect. But for some people, like, the thing is, like, some people, for example, need to keep that also. Like my friend, for example, right? Like, they have very limited budget and they commit to something and they want to, you know, like, they want the purchase to be, like, epic. They might want, like, 5 games, right? But they don't have money for 5 games. And they need to pick, like, you know, what's gonna be this shit. And nowadays it becomes also kind of important because, you know, we have releases that are complete garbage. You might like it, you might buy it, and then maybe I should buy something else, to be honest. Yeah, and there's that too, so true. Like, some of those reviews and stuff, they do put a highlight on things that you don't really expect. You don't really know about it, for example. There's always options. There's also like nuances, like the bad internet connection, right? the country being very strict on those options too. Let's say, you know, like, yeah, I don't watch any, right, reviewers and stuff, but like if I see like on stream, for example, which I also don't really watch many nowadays, since like for a year already. But like if I hear about some game from like viewers, from like my friends or something, right, and it's like, sounds good, huh? Then I think I opened like a whole bunch of games over my time playing all the indie previews and everything to people that they maybe didn't even expect before. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like you kinda like content creators can create like they can make games basically. They can make them happen, make them succeed nowadays. So like I don't think you need to like completely equalize yourself with some reviewer, right? Oh, they like this game, okay, I'm gonna buy it or something. But I think it's nice to have an option to get opinion, preferably multiple opinions on some games, and kind of try to decide. Like nowadays, I do actually kind of look into the releases just from how they launch, how they run. Like if it's technically garbage, then I rather like I might even like with Starfield, for example, I would rather on it. I will see about it, right? Like, if I get an opportunity, I still really want to play it, but... And I don't care about bugs, but the performance is something I really kind of, like, worry about with every game. Because on stream, I fucking hate when shit goes bad with the performance in stream. I hate it. That's the only thing that actually kind of, like, makes me tilt sometimes. So, in that sense, I rather just, like, watch what people experience, and if it's like when the Jedi Survivor was out and I see that they'll switch from like the PC version to PlayStation 5 version, I already know, alright, I ain't playing this shit for a long while. And demos became popular again, yep. And again, you need to know about the game to play the demo. That's the thing. Yes, Dave, that is actually true. Like, even like from the set channel, for example, right? Some of the old games and everything that I either missed or I just see them like, oh, it's this game. I remember that. That was nice. And you kind of like, yeah, I could check that. Yeah, and I only refunded once. That was actually Atlas. And I did it not even because it was bad, but just because as soon as I bought it, I just checking my email right after and I got it for free. And I was like, ah, shit, Gaben, please, man. And yeah, he sent me. It feels good, man. Don't even have to commit that hard anymore because of the Game Pass. Yeah, I mean, if it's Game Pass, absolutely. Like, if it's a purchase, I think doing a research is good. Like, as a person who was being pushed into buying No Man's Sky by people telling me, bro, we're gonna play together, we're gonna be spaced together, it was so good. And I just, like, went, you know, looking through a bunch of, like, articles and stuff where it was, like, clear that there's not gonna be spaced together already even before release. And I was like, nah, bruh, I pass. I don't think that's gonna be there. And it wasn't there. So yeah, I'm all on the educated stuff. And for me personally, like as a streamer, right? I usually like nowadays I kind of like, especially like living with all the sanctions and stuff, right? When I couldn't buy even stuff. Did I try since? Yeah, I did. Absolutely, I did. Hello, Zodiac. I put like not that much. Like I played like 30 something hours on stream. I think it's nice. It's just like I kind of like got tired of the grind and everything, but it was nice. It was still good. But on release, I skipped it. Absolutely. And what was I about? Yeah, as a streamer, I just like usually when I was watching actively, right, I was just kind of like looking seeing what others play, and or something new is out. I just enter the stream, I see how it runs, I see how it plays for a bit. That looks good. I might play that. Because sometimes, you know, like the Steam page is not exactly a good representation. Take Scorn, for example. Even the Steam description was like, I don't know if they changed it since then, but even the Steam description was misleading. It was a good game, just because I kind of already like knew what I'm getting into. But yeah, the journalism though, no matter what, agree or disagree on like the relying on reviewers, I think at least on like the YouTube reviewers and stuff and the streamers, I trust more with that, honestly. Like I remember some like in here, for example, with journalists when like a lot of things were uncovered, like how much, you know, like money is being spent on them by Ubisoft back then. I remember there was like a whole story about it, like about like the hotels they were providing and like the cars and the restaurants they providing to journalists and everything, right? And they were living really, really cushy life, you know. So now they kind of need to well, like that team that I mentioned, right? That asked for a lot of money, and the new owner of the website was like, nope, goodbye. I'm hiring some students instead. And they went and made their own website, right? Hoping that they will do like ad revenue and stuff. They didn't get... Well, I mean, they did get some ad revenue, but totally not up to their standards whatsoever, right? And they ended up also going full kind of like content creator mode on that website, getting like donations, you know, subscriptions and stuff. And when someone, in my opinion, is kind of like living on that kind of revenue, you just kind of like know that this person is like a little more sincere, because they rely on their audience, and that's when they gonna be like, you know, more like they value their audience more than some like random website that just wants to get more traffic to get more ad revenue. Like if it's someone who relies on actual, you know, like viewers or the visitors, readers, whatever, then it's kind of like, you know, it's a little more reliable as a source of information. Yes, yeah, true. That's the thing also, right? Because like streamers, YouTubers, they already like if they shit on the game, for example, but they do it, you know, like sincerely, let's put it that way, then their audience will see it and appreciate it in a way, right? Well, I mean, they appreciate sincerity anyway. They might not appreciate it because they like the game, for example, right? But still, it's a bit different. Like the IGNs and stuff, they rely on that revenue from companies. Like if they start shitting on all the games, then like they're gonna go poor because no one's gonna pay them. Like viewers not gonna pay them and stuff because they don't care about them, first of all, right? Because there's no face on the website that they can relate and stuff. Second, the, you know, quality of content is kind of garbo, so they don't really like value it that much. Like they bring money by viewing ads, basically. And without sponsors, yeah, they're not going to be able to pull it. Even nowadays with sponsors and stuff, they're not pulling it much anymore. Yeah, that was exactly the article we were reading about, yeah, with Starfield. That happens quite often, though. That happens quite often. And that's also the thing, right? Like if like some like IGN or someone else, like I read that article now, right? And a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, didn't even know about it. Like I haven't heard about it. Like when some streamer is not getting the key, for example, then everyone knows about it. If like some IGN or like some GameSpot or something didn't get the review key, no one really cares. Like it doesn't really raise the red flags to people that much, because it's like, well, it's not like corporate business, whatever. And then some streamer doesn't get the key and they tell the audience and stuff, and the audience like tells others, and everyone already kind of like knows about it. Because like the corporate business people don't care about, but when it's personal, that's a different story. Alright, got stuck on this one for some time. Let's continue. Because there is still quite a bit. SAG-AFTRA to vote on potential strike for video game actors. The strike authorization vote comes as union bargains over wages and protection against AI. Well, I mean, if it's gonna be like the movie industry ones, that will be interesting. Activision Productions, Blind Light, Disney, Character Voices, Electronic Arts Productions, Epic Games, Formosa Interactive, Insomnia Games, Take-Two Production, VoiceWorks Production, Warner Brothers Games. Same wage increase for video game performance as those in TV and film, 11% retroactive to the deal's expiration, 4% in both the second and third years of the agreement. Union argues those are necessary to account for inflation. True. Artificial intelligence, protections around consent control, transparency and compensation. Good stuff. On-camera performance to be given rest periods of 5 minutes per hour, the same as off-camera performers. Well, I mean, reasonable. Especially when you perform, actually. That does sound very reasonable, actually. Set medics to be present where any stunts or hazardous work is performed, as is the case with TV and film. I mean, why not? Why there aren't any? Prohibitions against stunts on performance self-taped auditions. Oh, I see. So, like, when you kind of, like, send some sort of, like, yeah, like, maybe when you apply, kind of like resume, I guess, you have some self-tape audition and no stunts there. Protections against vocal stress. Kind of true. Kind of true. Like, I mean, I haven't streamed in a while, right? And, like, today is, like, a lot of reading, and I can feel it. I can feel it, actually, there. And voting for eligible members will close at 5 p.m. PT on September 25th. Alright. I mean, that's good, though. That's good. The unionizing is powerful, man. And it's also like a whole bunch of like huge corporate guys. I'm pretty sure they could fork out a little bit more to the people who carry their shit there. I opened there. Reverse there. Vampires the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 development now handled by the Chinese Room. Paradox Interactive aiming to release action RPG sequel in autumn 2024. When did they start on it, though? When did they start on it? By Suma Group, best known for acclaimed titles such as Dear Esther and Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I feel like that's more kind of in line with like other Vampire the Masquerade games that are more like kind of visual novels ones, kind of like these like kind of like not the point and click, but kind of you know what I mean, basically kind of a little bit more of like experience walking sim games rather than RPGs, I think. And they're waiting to starve out the writers. They don't want any kind of a deal. We'll see how it will go with the gaming industry, though. I see to shop, you're right. And the Masquerade holds a special place in our hearts. A story, a world's dark setting filled with the intricate narratives built on top of modern society perfectly fits our studio's catalog. Most ambitious project to date, fans of the franchise have been eagerly awaiting the game, and we are up to the challenge. We'll see, we'll see. Immediately impressed when we saw a Chinese Room proposal for Bloodlines 2. They have true passion for the source material, making them ideal partners to develop a story in the Vampire the Masquerade setting that resonates with players. We'll see. Yeah, with that one, it was quite a fiesta, man. Committed to making Bloodlines 2 success, bringing on a studio that shares our vision was critical to helping us achieve these goals. Fans of the franchise can rest assured. Knowing Bloodlines 2 is in good hands, and we will have more to share with you in January. Yeah, I wonder when they start even then. Like, if they plan already in 2024 to roll it out, that's quite fast. I'm just kind of afraid they're gonna, like, half-arse it and make something like all these, like, the Swan Song, you know, those kind of like visual novels ones. I mean, they're not bad, right? But they are kind of like not what I would like to see, I guess. I mean, they got the Dear Esther and everything. Yeah. Come on, Gaben. Can you even... Oh, you can, I guess. What else was there? Chinese Room. Oh yeah, the Amnesia also. True. Not all the Amnesias, actually, though. Nothing really super crazy. Got Little Orpheus there, too. Alright. Yeah, these are kind of like not super crazy, let's say. Oh, this one. Has the frictional games before? Oh, it's just like put the... Okay, they're just part of the collection there. Alright, I see, I see. See. Yes, they were right. End of 2022. Well, I mean, still 2 years for the proper RPG if they just like scraped everything that was before. That ain't that simple, man. That ain't that simple. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I go back. Keyban, let me back. Alright, continue. Oh, this one. Sean Layden issues warning about non-endemics breaking into games. But former PlayStation boss is hopeful games businesses can disrupt itself before the likes of Google and Amazon. Well, I mean, technically it's already happening, though. Google and Amazon among the biggest threats to the game industry. I mean, in some way, true. In some way, I do agree. Like, Google and Amazon might be not the worst one. Non-endemic, basically kind of not from there. So, like, they're not from the gaming market. Like, some big corpus that coming from out of the other sector. First, consolidation can be an enemy of creativity. All the acquisitions. But true, that is not false. Also think rising costs in gaming are an existential threat to all of us, and the entry of non-endemics into the sector, otherwise known as the barbarians at the gate. Right now we see all the big players going, oh, gaming is bringing in billions in dollars a year, I want a piece of that. And so we have Google, Netflix, Apple, and Amazon wanting to get peace and trying to disrupt our industry. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy though, yet especially. The thing is, like, what Amazon tried to disrupt there so far, they have, like, what? The one failed project that was closed instantly. Have a New World that is actually decent. But it's not, like, something crazy. Like, they couldn't really, like, flood it with money and make, like, something with, for example, some bad, like, monetization methods to become popular or something. I mean, it's a solid game, got okay results. Like, I don't think they did anything bad, really. Let's put it that way. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Microsoft is already doing pretty dank with acquisitions, right? For example, or THQ. Like, if anything, I don't really, like, think it's kind of possible to completely, like, consolidate the whole market the way there is, like, nothing left. Like, you can't really consolidate and buy all the indies, right? For example, and no matter what, there'll be new indies forming. As soon as there's, like, a niche is empty, like Amazon or someone or Google, like, buying some company, like some indie company, right? And they're like, all right, guys, we need you to make some, like, AAA stuff now. Here's a lot of money. Make something and put the price tag at, like, well, it's not 80, but like $50 or something. And, like, people who are buying those indie games, they will still go and buy indie games because indie devs will always be there. And a lot of those companies that get consolidated in the huge conglomerates, as you can see, like, with stuff that THQ is buying, with some of the Microsoft studios and stuff, right? Like, a lot of those people from those consolidated studios, they just kind of, like, run from there. Industry should take heed of what happened to other entertainment industries. Music, he said, by way of example, was irreversibly disrupted when Apple convinced everyone that 99 cents per song was a good idea. Similarly, he said that Netflix has disrupted the movie business, which used to center around going to cinemas, by getting some content, getting some licenses, and nailing it to your house. I don't think Netflix exactly, like, it's kind of like the cause and result is a little, you know, like, I don't think it's like Netflix that made people don't want to go to the movies. I think people, like, inherently didn't really want to go to the movies that much, and Netflix just gave them opportunity not to do so, in my opinion. Like, you still can go to the cinema as part of entertainment, right? You want to go, like, with friends, with girlfriend or something, just to have this, like, going out moment and stuff, right? Like, go for it. But it provided the alternative. Like, if you don't want to go for it, you can just do it at home. Hoping gaming will be the first industry where we disrupt ourselves, where it doesn't take a Google or Amazon to completely flip the table. Should be smart enough to see those changes coming and prepare ourselves for that eventuality. I think industry on its own right now is already like, you know, doing some dang stuff with like $80 prices, removing regional prices, you know, all the DLCs and everything, subscriptions, you know, like we're already in quite an interesting spot without the big companies. Yes, Dave, true. Like, I wasn't a big fan, right? Like, we went with friends a few times, and, like, as an experience to go with friends, I still rather do something else, honestly. So, like, having an opportunity to watch something at home, I think is really good. Some of the larger companies have figured out that just having tech doesn't mean you can make a game. This was perhaps best demonstrated by the shutdown of Stadia last year. Yep. Both the market-leading PlayStation and its rival Xbox were introduced by companies that were non-endemic to the games industry. Layden acknowledged this, but observed that Sony for one understood its own limitations when it came to entering the games market. Sony knew enough that entertainment was its own beast. Electronics knew it couldn't manage this business by taking all the guys from the CD division and go after games. So in the initial stages of the company, it was a joint venture between Sony Electronics and Sony Music Japan. They knew they had to bring the entertainment right from the beginning. The people handling the advertising, marketing, publisher relations, PR, those were all Sony Music guys, and they were soliciting publishers to support the platform. PlayStation knew that we couldn't do what Sega and Nintendo did and provide the bulk of the software. We did not know enough how to make it. Had to be the third-party platform, so we had to get Namco, Square, EA, Activision. Those Sony Music guys and are the ones that got Square to move Final Fantasy VII off of Nintendo and onto PlayStation. Probably the biggest sea change move. So yeah, we weren't endemic, but I think we brought the entertainment piece in, which really helped accelerate the success of PlayStation. I mean, like, same with Amazon, for example. They brought something in. Got that non-endemics trying to enter the games industry is nothing new. Around 25 years ago, we saw film studios such as MGM, Fox, and Sony Pictures starting up their own games businesses. They all thought we have IP, there's money in the game space, so let's make games. How hard can it be? And they all crashed and burned. 20 years later, you have all these big tech firms. They've got this cloud infrastructure. They are like, let's make games. How hard can it be? And it turns out it's pretty hard. Yeah, that's exactly what happened with Amazon. They rained money on the studio and got like so far only one semi-successful project out of that. So I think the industry is like can self-regulate, to be honest. Like, the only things I'm kind of afraid of in general is kind of like what Stadia sort of was trying to pull, and what might Netflix or someone try to pull is kind of like, you know, like locking the games not just on another launcher or something, but on something you need to pay for. Kind of like another platform physically, or another platform, you know, like with the paywall gate, some subscription gate or something. That I don't like. That I don't like. Yeah, they mostly did their own things, and they publish stuff. Yeah, Windows and Xbox ain't free. Yeah, but that's something you kind of already have. Like, I don't like consoles already and multi-platform either. Like, I don't like PlayStations, Xboxes, and all that stuff. I don't buy the Xbox because now they at least, you know, don't do exclusives, and at least they are also the same with PC. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Like, that's the point. We already pay for one. Like, sure, if like the Netflix would be, you know, you just like install Netflix on your like naked PC and it just runs and play games. I mean, sure, do it, fine. Same as we were hoping for Gaben with the Steam machines back in the day, that we're gonna get the platform that is, you know, completely free and everything. Like, I don't mind that. If there will be like some platform that will be like the tech platform that will be free and have games, I don't mind. Like, just as I don't mind Epic Games, for example. Like, they don't charge me for playing there. Sure, it's another launcher, it's inconvenient, but I don't care. If they will be charging, that will be a different story. That's the only thing I'm kind of like not... But I don't think they're gonna pull anything like this. Like Apple, I really doubt they're gonna go into the... They might try... I even doubt that, to be honest. They just already probably kind of happy with where they are. They might do... They have this Apple mobile games subscription thingy, right? They might try to get it kind of on PC. I think Google did that, actually. Like Apple Arcade, Google I think did something like this too. Like you can play it on PC with subscription, some of the games from their mobile subscription or something. But at least they're not taking some like other projects from like the free market basically and lock them on their infrastructure, their ecosystem. I mean, they tried Google though, right, with Stadia, and we all know how it ended. So that we didn't get the deal with them. And I mean, yeah, like having one platform is inevitable, right? You're either gonna have Xbox, you're gonna have Switch, or you're gonna have PlayStation, or you're gonna have PC with Windows. You can have a PC with Linux, not everything gonna run there though, but you still need one platform, right? So even one platform is fine. That I don't mind. We already need to do it anyway, one way or another. It's all about when you need to have two. Like if Linux will start getting exclusives, that will be also a little painful. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I think it's a little too dank. Like over acquisition though, like acquisition of too many things is kind of bad. But in the same time, I do think it's kind of gonna balance it out, because a lot of people will be kind of like running from those big corpus, and a lot of like new developers will be just like filling the niches like with indie games whenever like some other studios will be acquired and becoming like this like huge conglomerates. First of all. And the only thing is that, yeah, like too much money on the market usually kind of gets it like investor money and stuff, right? It usually kind of gets it a little more like profit oriented, a little more, how do you say, like a little more unoptimal, right? When like rains money and they start, you know, just like getting like, let's like hire a bunch of people, let's increase budgets like crazy. And then, oh man, $80 for the game is already kind of not cutting it, right? There are some rumors, actually. I think I have an article about it. I'm not sure if those rumors are there, though. Speaking of, like, the game prices, actually. We'll get there. We'll get there. Spyro Reunited Trilogy sells 10 million units. Released in 2018. Across multiple platforms already. 10 billion, man. Welcome to remasters. Welcome to remaster galore. And another one. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster sells 3 million units. The 2D collection reached a sale milestone across PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Steam, and mobile. Not even making new games, man. That's also like part of the industry that is already like somewhat, I wouldn't say really fucked, but kind of like, I don't know, affected, I guess. Let's put it that way. You don't need any like non-endemics. The industry is already fucked by its own. Humble to possibly limit AI use in the games that it publishes. Executive Alan Patmore also says tools that draw concerns over copyrights should be viewed skeptically. True, I just wonder how they're gonna, like, judge that stuff. There was, like, a story I read about, like, the game dev. He made, like, an optional mode. Like, not the mod, but the mode in the game that had, like, AI ChatGPT being connected, so the dialogue with NPCs goes through like ChatGPT, right, to make them more alive. It's optional, but it's already in the game. Like it's not the mod you install from the site; it's already in the game, and the game just kind of like out of Steam, or rather, wasn't even accepted to the Steam. So like just because of that, you know, well, shit, rip. I'm not sure how it works though, because remember the demo of this like settlement building game, post-apocalyptic, I played on one of the Next Fests. That also had the AI dialogue. That was on Steam, apparently. No idea. Maybe it was before they got the rules in, though. That could be. Well, I mean, with some games, for sure, Nick. Absolutely. It's more about the games that already, you know, that getting remastered every few years and stuff, and available all the time, too. Space Punks to go offline in November. Yeah, first I saw that, my reaction was, who? And I think a lot of people did that too when they heard that. Action RPG from Jagex and Flying Wild Hog shuts down due to market conditions. Yeah, that's one of the Jagex published games. The RuneScape guys. Decision follows carefully consideration of market conditions and our goals. Well, tough, it was deemed necessary. RIP. This is the USA. The pain, the pain. Gotta survive. Let's see. The next day of the devs showcase set for December. Game makers have until September 20th to submit their indie title for the event. December 6th is gonna be alright. Oh, in partnership with the Game Awards. Oh, so I assume, I guess, right after Game Awards. That's nice. That's gonna be stuff to watch. TGS soon, yep, 21st of September gonna be the Xbox show. We're gonna check that one out. There's not gonna be probably a lot of dank announcements, but we'll see. We'll see. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis hits 2 billion downloads. Square Enix mobile RPG launched globally September 7th. Damn son, that's pretty fast then. That's quite fast. Alright. Next Mass Effect will not be open world, rumor claims. Was it actually a rumor or was it actually some of the devs talking about that stuff? Claim the next Mass Effect game will be scaled down, with BioWare going away with the open world formula that provided one of the nails in the coffin for Mass Effect Andromeda back in 2017. This will be a return to a form for the franchise, which went silent in 2012 following the release of Mass Effect 3, final game in the trilogy that was for the most part semi-linear in nature. That's good though, yeah. Despite 2017's Andromeda being a complete flop, the original trilogy still has a solid and strong following, absolutely. So where was it? Jess Corden stated that he'd heard a rumor referring to BioWare dropping the open world model from Mass Effect Andromeda. I think they even mentioned they want to just return to exploring with the ground vehicles, you know, this kind of stuff. Like basically going back to the old format. Contained areas is the perfect formula. I mean, true, I do think so. Some of the side missions already even felt kind of like, you know, why am I even doing this? So having like a whole huge world of those missions doesn't really make it any better. Dying Light 2 had 200 plus pages of cut content. Insane. Let's see, compile every ounce of cut content from the game into one gargantuan document. By the time they'd finished, the results sat in the form of 231-page document covering everything from cut factions, quests, dialogue, regions, weapons, and everything else you could possibly think of. The document is masterfully created. I mean, it's stylized, it features all manners of images, fonts are on point, and it's well written. Insane. Wonder like what Chris Avalon was planning for that one. Make that game happen. The Avalon stuff too, yeah. He's uncancelled already now. Get him some other game to make, something good, please. Stalker 2 developer studio suffers fire. Dude, guys can't catch a break there, man. Fire broke out September 7th, said to have destroyed one of the 3 floors of the studio located in Prague. Sea Game World has previously moved to Ukraine from Ukraine to Prague in 2022 following the ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine. Thankfully, no employees were hurt in the incident, but it has caused significant structural damage that will reportedly cost 1.5 million crowns. Czech koruna, the krona. Approximately $66,000. Other two floors used by developers were unaffected by the fire, but there are concerns that the fire may have gotten to their servers. In the first fire to happen in the studio this summer is the Phasmophobia developers. Damn, these guys also got some fire there, alright. Well, if servers are ripped, that's gonna be another delay. Czech is not using Euro. I might be. I think Poland also uses Zloty still, right? So, I guess. Could be. Yes, these two, alright. Only up permanently removed from Steam due to creator stress. Keen center of attention because almost every content creator in the game was jumping on it, resulting in some hilarious results. Now it has been sadly revealed that Only Up has been permanently deleted from Steam after less than 4 months on the market, with the game creators citing a need to put the game behind them. If you already got it, you're in luck, damn son. Solo developer, and this game is my first experience in game dev, a game I did for creativity to test myself and where I made a lot of mistakes. The game has kept me under a lot of stress all these months. Now I want to put the game behind me. Are they making a new one? All new experience and new concept with realism at its core. Just next game will be built with the team, hopefully with the goal of avoiding the crushing stress of running a project like this as solo operator. Well, I mean, technically, the game was literally living on content creators. So as soon as you know everyone kind of played it and the viewership is gone, no one else gonna play it. To be honest. So yeah, I mean, it's already kind of was, you know, not really making that much anymore. Might as well. I don't know why though. That would be like really like boosting your, like you could put on the game page, you could put the link on your new game and stuff. Like, I don't know. Stress. Like, I would just ignore it completely and everything. It was kind of like more of a meme game, right? For streamers. Like, just leave it at that. Do something else, whatever, who cares? Overhype for the game? I mean, I think so. That's the thing. Like, you get the game that got like some traction on streams, on YouTube and stuff, right? And as soon, especially on Twitch, actually, like you see some game getting like kind of like one big streamer basically can propel it so high on this the Twitch like catalog, right? Like some XQC or someone. And then, like, you know, someone else sees that, joins that, they boost it more, and then, like, at some point, everyone is playing it just because that's where the viewer is at. That's pretty much it. As soon as viewers are gone, everyone forgets about it. Like, you can, like, take anything, any game like that, basically. Like, if enough streamers will do it, it's gonna be the next one. It might be overhype. Absolutely. But yeah, not sure. That sounds kind of weird, to be honest. Sounds kind of weird, man. And where would we move in? Well, maybe want to do like something completely different and, you know, just kind of like remove that, like, so like but they already announced their new game as the same, like under the same name, right? So like technically people already know that's, oh, that's the guy that made Only Up. So like, what's the difference then? Might as well at least use the fame that you acquired. Yeah, the gourd apparently, I heard so. I saw actually while I was like on my moving sort of vacation. Yeah, I saw. Apparently, people said it's kind of boring, just like kind of grind. Well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Elder Scrolls 6 might not be an Xbox exclusive. In a recent interview with Bloomberg, Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, was grilled on the upcoming fantasy RPG epic that entered development just weeks ago. Yeah, they actually already said in the interview that it's in development. Isn't expected to be on the scene for another 5 or 6 years, but people already wondering whether Elder Scrolls will be exclusive. Want to make sure games are available in so many different places. We are looking at millions and millions of players who will have access to Starfield and other Xbox Game Studio games, and it's really about giving players choice around how they want to play and how they build their library of games. I think they're just gonna probably like look at how Starfield performs that way, and then kind of like how, you know, Game Pass will live until year like 2030 when we get Elder Scrolls 6, right? So they probably will like use the knowledge they will obtain until then, how the games perform on Game Pass and everything. Is it actually worth just like locking it behind? Like, does it bring more money locking it on Game Pass and on one platform? Rather than just like letting it go on other platforms and farm money there. They have stats, they have numbers, so I guess they're gonna be deciding that way. Not to mention, by that time, it's probably gonna be like next Xbox generation, and I don't know if Microsoft even has a reason to enter next generation, to be honest. Unless they again will make just kind of like this like affordable, nice Game Pass machine. That might kind of still work and compete. Other than that, they can't really compete with PlayStation. I feel they don't have exclusives and they don't try to. So yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll see. Why Spider-Man isn't an Xbox? Yeah, true. Well, people kind of like they treat like some games a bit differently, like Elder Scrolls and stuff, because you know they were available, and then they kind of like, you know, like one of the next parts they just kind of locked out. But again, there's like, well, I guess Bayonetta case is a little different because like no one, like they wanted to like offer the game to everyone, but only Nintendo agreed to take them. So I guess it is what it is. Oh, so yeah, this one ended this way. Yeah, that was kind of like old story, but back then it was just kind of like guy might get fucked, but now he got fucked actually. Japanese YouTuber handed a prison sentence for game videos. Yeah, dude just posted ending to some, yeah, Steins Gate visual novel and got the prison sentence now. Also handed 1 million yen fine and 2 years in prison. Yeah, dude just like dropped it on YouTube or something. That's it. Just 3 videos on YouTube between late 2019 and early 2022. They were a gameplay from a title released in 2011. Malicious act that trampled on the effort of content creation. Yeah, they build differently there, dude. Tell you that. Tell you that. Also condemned for his sharing of deliberately edited anime content. 5 years suspended sentence means that as long as he doesn't reoffend in that window, he won't see any time in prison as part of that 2-year sentence. Vodka is, don't do the weeb stuff, dude. The weeb stuff can put you in jail, man. Oh yeah, that one. Fools want PlayStation writers and developers to lose their jobs for enjoying Starfield. Yeah, so that one. That was GigaPPG, dude. With buffering? Yeah, it was a little bit of buffering. A little bit, we still caught a little bit. A very small one, but it's 700 frames only over the course of 3 hours. I guess we can take that. I guess we can live with that a little. Alright. Yeah, popular gaming YouTuber Alana Pierce recently came under fire a small section of PlayStation fandom for playing and promoting Starfield. An Xbox exclusive that was ripped away from the grasp of PlayStation 5 owners following the acquisition of Bethesda by Microsoft in 2021. The calls by these individuals for Alana Pierce to be fired stem from her being one of the writers of the Sony exclusive God of War Ragnarok. People be very interesting, man. And the console wars too much, man. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, that's basically what I heard. Yeah, I was just like calling to fire her because she's enjoying Starfield. How dare you? How dare you? Wrote a cookbook for Ragnarok dev, son. That's good though. Cookbooks are nice. Not sure if there's that much in God of War though to cook. Well, yeah, the classic, the timeless new classic. It's not Starfield as your PC, that's not good enough. An interview on launch day with Bloomberg, Todd Howard was asked right away, why did you not optimize this game for PC? We did. It's running great. It's the next-gen PC game. We really do push the technology, so you may need to upgrade your PC for this game. But it's got a lot of great stuff going on it, and the fans are responding awesome. The base Todd, man. I mean, he's not completely false to some extent, but it lags even in the top tier shit anyway, so yeah, know what? Fuck off, man. Why you lying? Just wait for mods to drop. I'm pretty sure modders will do better job than them at optimizing it. Not to mention DLSS that mods added already better than FSR that they added in there, so you know, it's already starting there. Yeah, that's like, so that's PPG, dude. Huh? Like the 10th generation, right? Like the 1080s and stuff, they lasted like a shitload of time. Like they lasted a long ass time basically. They still do good. Eh? They still can handle, you know, quite a lot. Barely already sometimes in some games, right? But not because they are like bad, but because optimization is shit. And then you take like, you know, like later generations. Take my 2080 for example, like it's already probably gonna struggle like in Starfield like crazy for sure. Even in 1080, I'm not even talking 4K or something, 1080 even. Like you already suffer in some games with 2080. Like I'm pretty sure like 30 series in some games already kind of suffer too. And we didn't go that far in time from that. Like I got my 2080 like when I was already streaming. Like in 2019 basically. No. Or yes. Yeah, I think so. I think in 19, yeah. Let's see, so okay, see. Payday 3 reveals first year roadmap and DLC. So year 1, again. 4 DLC expansions in the first year. Let's see. So 2023 already gonna get a DLC, and then 3 DLCs in 24 for now, in fall 24, so maybe there's gonna be more. Yeah, that's gonna be the farming machine. Another one. Another one. Let's see, Sacred. Let's see. Let's see, Steve. Alright, interesting. Bruh, I don't need the guides. Diablo 4 will have annual expansions. Well, that's something we kind of did expect, I guess. It's like, how long is a piece of string? But you know, it's years and years. I think we focused on when we look at the launch of the game at the first season, we see that they're building a foundation which we can build for the future. So as we look at our quarterly seasons and we look at our annual expansions, those are the things that we are really focused on for our live service. Yeah, will it have the annual content though? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that. Well, at least it will be fine for the story, but will it bring enough for, you know, like the ongoing, like the season grind in the future, outside of adding another map that you're not gonna even fucking visit during the seasons, right? We'll see about that, I guess. Indiana Jones game full reveal isn't coming until 2024. In the review with Todd Howard, was asked about the game that was first revealed in 2021. Unfortunately, Howard didn't talk much about it. Instead, he alluded to next year as when players will get to see more. No, at least next year. At least we heard about that now. A new Nintendo Direct is coming next week, leakers claim. Which one will that be? Showcase that players can expect from the upcoming entry in the Super Mario franchise. Okay, so we can skip this one safely, basically. Probably, alright. Most likely. We'll see, but most likely. Red Dead Redemption 3 officially in the works, it's claimed. When claimed online by a popular leaker that Red Dead Redemption 3 is officially in the works. This could be because GTA 6 is nearing the end of its development cycle and preparing for its impending announcement and subsequent release, and as a result, Rockstar is pivoting to focus on Red Dead Redemption 3, which is likely be another 6 or 7 years from being released. Alright, let's see what they also leaked there. No, I guess nothing super crazy. Thing is, like, there was, like, I don't know where that came from, but there was, like, some, like, crazy numbers in terms of budget. Like, some, like, insane budget for the game. And apparently, like, higher game price also because of that. So, yeah, but I haven't really seen that. That was, like, some, like, reposts and stuff here and there. So that might be just someone taking it up out of their ass. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, really. Cadê memes? Boy, stay boy, B. Pete Hines believes people will play Redfall 10 years from now. I mean, they did some comeback with 76, but that was a different game though. I'm not sure about Redfall there. Not sure about that one. Hines was talking about the chaotic nature introduced by having lots of bugs present in the game. In this interview, Hines touched upon Redfall, stressing that despite not getting the start they wanted, remains sure that people will still be playing Redfall on Game Pass 10 years from now. Game Pass, maybe. Yes, oh, true. We're going to get it to be a good game because we know as a first-party studio, Game Pass lives forever. There will be people 10 years from now who are going to join Game Pass and Redfall will be there. In his own words, it's still a fun game. He used Fallout 76 as a working example, stressing that the launch wasn't flawless, but now it is this insanely popular multi-platform game. I mean, true, but 76 is like purely multiplayer game. Like, Redfall is a little different, first of all. The content in Redfall, I think, is like way less than 76, and so far, I mean, I haven't really heard a lot about updates. Like, 76 is like pumping updates regular. Well, last year or so, they kind of slow. I feel like they just took all the development power they could into the Starfield, to be honest, to polish it finally. So hopefully they will... Well, there is like the free expansion coming for the 76, and that was Atlanta or something, right? So they do pump a lot of content for that, and I haven't seen anything about Redfall since then outside of like the bug fixes and stuff, so yeah, we'll see. 17 players right now, alright. On Game Pass it could work though. Invested like 50 million to it. I mean, we'll see, yeah, we'll see how that will do. Hogwarts Legacy 2 is in development, it's claimed. It's the same leaker that is with the Red Dead Redemption. Sources confirmed that Hogwarts Legacy sequel is in the works. Admittedly, the claim is probably one of the safest bets. Yeah, I do think so. That's quite a safe bet indeed. There's gonna be a sequel for that one. It's more interesting when and everything, but yeah, that's a given. And we're gonna wrap it up with important news. There is a TikTok NPC bundle coming to Call of Duty, man. There you go. Almost sorry to report this, but the recent insufferable trend on the surface on TikTok that sees people pretend to be NPCs and repeat the same lines over and over again in exchange for digital gifts is coming to Call of Duty in the form of NPC the bundle, featuring an irritating battle buddy. There you go. There you go. Built around TikTok NPC theme. A Battle Body NPC pack leaked on Twitter by Task Force Leakers Network, and it came complete with a short clip that already has us gritting our teeth. I only see odds, dude, no clips, man, so... Speaking of the gaming journalism websites and stuff, you know, by the way, talking that we had, the topic that we had with the article before today, earlier. And yeah, that seems like it. It seems like it. Whoop. There we go. Alright, alright. Nice, nice. Another reason not to install it, yeah. I'm ending on a high note, man. Exactly. Now I gotta go grab some food, hopefully. Hopefully today. Yesterday I was hoping that I'm gonna grab some food, and then I went outside and there was no food. And then in the end I was making the food while friends were going to get the groceries. But I'll take that too. I'll take that too. Alright, good to have the show back. We're gonna be back for sure. Gonna be returning the rest. Gonna be returning the rest of the stuff too. Of that we gonna do.